Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it.
You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shatteredcast Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake.
I call it a rock, a Fred.
Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, Decepticon. Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
High five. It's Friday. There we go. I was waiting for it. Welcome to Shatteredcastonline Uncut, episode 141. I'm your shiny convention-exclusive host, TFCon, and very soon, this man will open his doors for the general public. So invite all of your friends. It's Bobby Skullfest.
Invite only with invitation.
Bring your pets.
People show up with goldfish and
Bring that hamburger money.
Transformer fans, lots of cats.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. By the time you guys are hearing this, it'll be 24 hours away from party mode. And if you're interested in coming when give me a shout. Let me know. It's as people can't come or whatever, I just put different people in there and so forth. So to try to give the opportunity to more folks, I just only have so much space. It's not personal.
You're going to have one of the kids at the door with one of those clickers, one in, one out.
It's a little turnstile you got to go through. Do-do-do.
Did I see you last year? Nah, you can't come in.
So,
All right. Next up, he's our very own mad scientist and probably making an appearance at Bobby's house this weekend. It's Justin T2RX6.
What is going on, and I will be there, at least for a while.
All right.
Yay.
Very cool. Make sure you bring a pen because there's going to be people who want some signatures.
Or a screwdriver,
Or
so
shit
people are
fixed.
asking me to fix
Or
it.
screwdrivers.
Yeah.
Bring your toys. Justin will fix them all.
Oh, please.
All right.
I got this Megatron.
Also with us, he traded in a friendship for a game of football this week. It's Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
And we lost too. God damn.
Oh.
Anyways, hey everybody, how y'all doing?
So you lost twice?
Just remember this, Robert. I traveled across the half of the United States just to get here on fucking Shattercast. So
just to do what?
get out here on Shattercast.
Oh.
I traveled across the states.
Uh-huh.
But not to Skullface.
Robert can't even
Not
put
to
the kids
Skullface,
to bed
bro.
on time to be on the show, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have no kids, so I feel for him.
All right. And lastly, he's having a few technical difficulties, so only speak to him on the left side because that's the Crip side. It's Greg for Mercy.
Hi.
Hi.
Crip side.
That's just funny.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
funnier-
sure it
it's
worked best
funnier in an
because of
accent.
his- yeah,
It's funnier in
yeah.
an accent.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
So Robert's too pussy whipped to be here, so we can move along to what did you get? We'll go with you first, Bobby Skullfest.
I got I got a G2 Minosaur. Hasbro.
Why?
Yep. Well, let me explain.
Okay.
I collect the Stunnicons. And shout out to Lotus Stark. He hit up the Shattercast Facebook and sent a message saying that they were all on eBay for cheap through Hasbro Toy Shop. So I got it was $30. It was 70% off. So
there's a reason. There's a reason.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'll just for right now, I'm just keeping it in the box. And if one day I want to part for it, if it's worth something, I'll part for it. If not, I'm just displaying it in the box. I'm not going to take it off and go through that disappointment again. But yeah, I got that. I had the opportunity to mess with Little Maggie and who's the other one? Overlord via Robert. I had the opportunity to mess with Despotron via Tyler L. So shout out to him for that. And I got Fans Projects Diatlas. Did I say it last week? I can't remember. I don't think so.
No.
And I got the Star Wars Black Series, Jyn Arso and Death Trooper, and Captain Cassian and K2SO. And I got what the fuck else? I got a special box. I got a special box here. I don't know what's in it yet. I haven't opened it yet. But it's from Mr. Pinkerton himself. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it live on camera tomorrow. But I think it's something personal in there. So I'm looking forward to that. So look for that.
All right.
I think if I remember anything else, I'll shout it out. But I think that's it.
Okay, very cool. Before we move on, how tall is that Fans Project Diatlas? Do I need that?
It looks good on an IDW shelf.
Oh, all right, I might need it.
Scale wise, I think it's slightly bigger than Hasbro's Brainstorm.
All right,
So
let's talk in third party here.
Old school full Voyager.
Okay, cool. No, it's too small.
I don't speak that third party.
I can't do it. All right, Justin, what did you get?
I got a lot of parts of toys this week. I got parts of a good Megatron, in that Robert sent me the DX9 Megatron, and parts of it are good. I got the torso to the DX9. I don't know, whatever the Blitzwing is called. I'm not even going to try. So that was a complicated fixing procedure, and that part to fix parts was missing parts. Like, that's how great it was. Stay away from DX9, Robert. Basically. No, it wasn't his fault. It's not his fault. It's like little pieces that should be glued in and stuff just weren't from the factory. So I had to cannibalize the broken one, which was okay, I guess. And what else did I get? I got the arm to my Vortex. I know I can finish my whatever it is, the Guardia review at some point. So
nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I remember the other thing I got. I got the Wonder Woman replacement sword for my Play Arts.
Oh, yeah, you snapped that one, didn't you?
Yeah, Play Arts did send it to me.
Nice.
It was a bit of a fucking issue, but they did send it to me. They at first they told me there was nothing they could do. And then I wrote them back and I said, okay, I just want to make sure I completely understand this. I've spent, and I added up a rough number of everything. It was well over $1,000 worth of money on your product. And for the first time, I've broken something and asked if it was possible to get a replacement. And you are saying that is impossible. Is that correct?
You finish that sentence with, don't you know who I am?
And fuck that. And then they wrote me, they wrote me right back and they were like, new piece will be out. I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
I guess it was not correct then. Fair enough.
Money talks. All right. Matthew, what did you get?
Well, I got, I'll give a shout out to this little toy shop I went to out in, it looks like it's in Maryland. It's in Wheaton, Maryland. It's called the Toy Exchange. Nice little shop.
Oh
they got the two.
Near your house, Bobby? Close to you, Bobby?
Oh my God! I know exactly where that's at. I go there.
I know it's out in,
once or twice a year. It's Montgomery County or Prince George's.
Yeah, the dude, the two guys run it. He has some nice little puppy dogs, and they're really knowledgeable about stuff. Everything, really nice guys. Told us that they have another. They did. They have another shop. It was about an hour away. We didn't make to that one, but I picked up a Beast Wars Torca. It's a fuser of a killer whale and an elephant. Why not?
Hey, real quick, how'd you like that area that you were in?
I locked the windows.
It's a little sketchy. It's a little touch and go, that area.
I've never been to stuff like that. It was just so cool. You got stores everywhere, just little stores, upstairs, downstairs. You got townhouses that have 15 stores in it, in one little thing, and they're just everywhere. It was cool. It was a nice little area, but it was kind of dirty, but whatever. But yeah, big shout out to him. They're really nice guy, really nice guys that helped me, and they had a lot of stuff in there. They had some mass stuff and He-Man, Star Wars, all that good stuff. Anyways, and I picked up Titan's Return. Yes, sir.
Do you know what else is in Maryland? that you could have gone to check out?
I do.
I know.
Bobby B. I'm waiting for an answer.
No, he didn't want to do that.
Okay. Anyways, I got.
Just like Bobby was waiting on his front porch, had the porch light on,
Was he?
watching the sun go down, just waiting for you to pull in. You never shut up.
Just looking left and right every once in a while.
You'll be here soon.
Like
You'll be here
that.
soon.
Like that Budweiser commercial where the dog's waiting for the master to come home who died in drinking and driving accident. He's sitting there just waiting. There, no Matt.
Well, I got to hang out with Justin and his lovely wife. Me and my wife went.
Man,
to hang out.
Well.
You know,
Excuse me.
it was. I don't know what.
I don't profess to be any Justin.
They was willing to drive halfway to meet us. Yeah. So, anyways.
Oh, excuse me, man. I got all these kids. You want me to pack up?
I know you got kids and you got stuff to draw. I know. I understand.
No, I didn't have stuff to draw. I just got all these kids you could have came by. It was all. Don't act like
I could have.
I'm sorry. You can drive to Wheaton. You could have drove to me. I'm not that much further.
Are you not? Oh, damn it! I should have looked you up then. Damn it.
Not at all.
Anyways, I got a Titan's Return Chrome Dome also. I got a package from Mr. Lenny. I got the Clear Megatron from Generation Toys. Can't wait to fill that. Yay! Also picked up some comics, some single issues of More Than Meets the Eye and some RID ones. And because I support that line, I don't just read it. I support it. Or download it.
You got a lot of money, Matt.
Yeah, I ain't got a lot of money. And I got the Space Venom Wave from Greg. Thank you, Greg for Mercy.
Nice.
Got that in, and that's
He
it.
gives all this detail about everybody else. It's a nice little shop. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, I got some tickets. My good buddy Lenny. You know Lenny. And then he's like,
there. I got I've always gave you a shout every time you send me something. And he gave me an extra part to Space Venom too, also. He didn't have to do that. But once I find the part, I'll send him that one too.
No, it's fine, man. It's fine.
No, I get it.
Why don't you send it to Bobby to make up for not going to see him?
I didn't get to go to Skullfest. I was in DC and I apologize. I didn't get to go to Skullfest.
Didn't have money to stay an extra week, but you had money to buy toys and comics.
I spent $40. Dude, the place I went to, man, they had a $1 box for a nice bunch of, that's where I got most of the More Than Meets Eye stuff was in the dollar bin. So, and they had a downstairs. I've never seen that before. Everything's always here in Arkansas. It's one floor. Man, we found a downstairs. Not a lot. We have a lot of flooding around here, so there's not a lot of basements and stuff. So. But yeah, found a basement and found a bunch of 50% off crap in dollar boxes, and it was awesome. Good times. Okay.
All right, Greg, what you got?
Sounds like disappointment.
You got ear infection.
Yeah, I got an ear infection. It's starting to fuck with me. I got to figure something out. I got Farm Boy Luke figure arts. I got Kylo Ren figure arts. I got Captain Phasma figure arts.
Oh man! Welcome.
I got the Iron Man 3 rapey Iron Man suit, complete with a rapey couch. I got a Black Series Flame Trooper that was on sale, and that was a disappointment. That's like the retarded Stormtrooper. He's going to hang out in the back. Actually, no, he's going to be on the very front line. He's going to be in front of everybody else. That's going to be the one that gets shot first.
Shit.
I got my Star Wars Funko box. Spoilers. It's got a Force Choke Darth Vader pop and a Grand Moff Tarkin, which I'm very pleased about. I got the SCCC Designer Series Mega Man X. And I feel like I got something else substantial in that box. And I got the Mayfex Darth Vader. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. I can't remember if I got it the day of the show or the day after the show. But if I'm double dipping, I'm double dipping. And I got Despotron. Did I say Despotron last week?
No, you're getting it the day after.
That's right, because we recorded on Tuesday.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I didn't say Mega Man, I didn't say Darth Vader, and I didn't say Destruction. That's it. Nothing much. Nothing crazy.
Just a couple of things.
Just a couple
Christ
of
Freddy.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I'm about to slow the fuck down because, yeah, I'm getting all my debt paid off.
TFCon?
I'm not going to TFCon.
I know. That's a bummer.
All that money, I already pre-arranged all the payments on all my credit cards and everything. I went on and set that shit up because you can do like so far in advance. It's all taken care of. Don't even have to think about it. Just don't.
Yay.
Yeah.
Being an adult. What'd you get, Lenny?
I just got one thing. I had a chat to the Falcons hangar, who it's a store in Singapore, and they had that convention there on the weekend just gone. And they had 4 of the Demonicus Prominion figures left, so I picked up 2 of those. One for me and one for Mr. Gibbons. So,
John G.
Yep. So that was pretty nice to have. I think it's showing up in a few retail stores now, but yeah, I managed to get an early one, so that was cool. And that's all I got.
Good pictures, man.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cunt to take photos of, and I will tell you what. It will pick up fingerprints like a fucking motherfucker. So don't touch the thing. Just leave it in the box. That's some, I washed my hands 3 times, and it's still got fingerprints all over it that I had to polish out of the chrome. But it does look very cool on the shelf. So I'm happy to have it.
That's all that matters.
So I think we can do... So, yep, Greg?
I just wanted to say I misspoke. I just checked my my written records. It wasn't Darth Vader that I got with the Mega Man. I mentioned him already. I got the Reveltech Boba Fett.
All right, very cool. And thank you, Secretary, for keeping those notes.
I keep my own notes.
Okay, all right.
I don't have that.
Don't have that secretary money. All right, cool. All right, third party news.
G2 disappointment money.
We have final images of some MMC stuff. So yay, and Matt, can I have a high five? All right, cool.
Right. Let's see how.
Oh no, movie stuff.
Oh.
I really like
that Tarn.
Roadbuster. And Tarn. I was saying I really like this Roadbuster.
Oh, okay.
Definitely in him. I am definitely in on him.
I gotta say,
They all look good.
Yeah, they do, Matt.
I feel like this Roadbuster looks a little plain.
Yes.
I can see that. I mean, like the vehicle mode's nothing that stands out to me, but like the robot mode, just like it evokes that IDW like huge beefy Roadbuster.
I agree.
I love that.
I agree.
There had better be a way to attach his gun on his shoulder, though. That's all I'm going to say. Because I feel like Roadbuster should have some shoulder cannons going on.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it does. Well, at least on the little backpack bit, it looks like it has a port. Because the shit where the gun.
I see it.
You see it, right?
The picture from behind, they got the little cannon on there.
Well, like that one picture where he's like walking.
I'm walking.
Number 4.
A little bit of swagger. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like all that shit on the chest, and there's nothing there. Like even like the little vents could have been silver, like in that on his right. You know, I don't know. I'm in. You know, I just feel like feel like this is very.
Let's
very
see.
plain.
Like that IDW Roadbuster though was very plain on the front, with the exception of an Autobot logo, right? I mean.
Yeah. No. I hear you. I'm just saying that's a place where you could put a little accent.
Right,
at
and
this
it
price
wouldn't.
point,
Yeah,
and it would feel better to me.
Licks of paint.
I can see that.
Look at that knee extension on that Iron Man pose, man.
That Tarn looks great.
Yeah, he does.
He's selling out.
Yeah, at some places. I've seen across all the Facebooks, everyone's like, oh my god, it's sold out. It's not. It's still available at Planet Steel Express and a few other places. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I like that city.
A lot of people don't want to order from retailers over in China. There's no guarantee they'll get their shipping paid for a defective item.
Okay.
Shout out to Robert.
Yeah.
Shout out to Robert.
I guess that they're figuring like, well, we can kind of, make to order. You know what I mean? Just keep that pre-order wide open. Like, nope, boys, we need 20 more.
Yeah.
No, kids.
Cut out
Kids,
that
get back
middleman.
He looks great though. God damn.
I just pictured a Chinese Joker, like the 19.
Yeah. We're gonna take him out a whole
like,
new door.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Get them out, boys.
Ship them all. You shipped 1 million of those things. Ship them all. Yeah, and then this other thing. What is this called? This helicopter thing? Obsidian.
Yeah.
Obsidian, yeah. So, Matt, I don't know anything about beast machines. So, did Obsidian always just hover around like you see Oberon number 3? You see that image there, where he's got like the feet clipped together?
To be honestly, it's been a long time since I've beast machines.
Okay.
He did.
Okay, so
Yeah,
because there's nowhere
he was partners with
Striker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it comes with a stand. I think this is a figure that should really come with a stand.
I agree. I think that a lot
That
of
would be
companies
cool.
need to start putting stands in with flying figures.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'm going to need a stand. So if anyone can suggest a good, sturdy stand. I'm looking at you, Bobby.
World too. World is good, too.
I mean, there's I'm still looking for the same thing you're looking for. I mean, I know some companies that put great stands with their figures. Figma does it.
Yeah.
And that True Force stand that went with that Mega Man was probably the best stand I've ever seen. But the Play Art stands are not the best. They're fine, but they're definitely not the best.
Yeah, I've managed to fuck with a Playouts one, and it's just not very big. I think it's Playouts.
The Gundam stands, you can get them in pretty good sizes. That'll work.
Okay, I'll look at that then.
Hey, does it make or break with y'all if they can do the Iron Man pose?
Yes.
Because, damn, they're sporting that shit.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Those that Takara stand that came with tracks was pretty clicky. I don't know how it would work on a heavier figure, but I can't imagine.
Yeah. That was a nice stand.
And they sell those, but they sell those like you can buy them from some places. They're only like $6 a piece or something.
Wait a minute.
What
I've
about
got tracks, so that means I have a stand, right?
Yep.
But it's got a big old Autobot logo on it.
Yeah.
I like Swoop stand with
Yeah, but they have specific pegs to go in that particular figure, right? So it needs to be something that can kind of clamp onto anything, is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, the Fans Toys stand. I mean, I do like Swoop's stand for the Fans Toys. It's nice.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know if it would fit with anything else. I think it goes in a hole, doesn't it, or something?
Yeah, you got a square peg and a round peg, and
Okay. So it would be nice if they did, include a stand. I don't think it'd be very much to, it's just a clear plastic or something. Wouldn't cost that much.
And what is it? This is Striker? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah,
I was
Striker.
just saying, got a stand on it.
Yeah. This is Striker. This is a female character?
Yeah.
It is.
Dude.
She's walking. Dun, 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 she's talking. Dun.
she's one of those Olympian fucking females, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean Russian?
I hear you.
Well, the Striker and Beast machines look different. This is the IDW from the. I think it's only featured in the Robots in Disguise comic. She's part of the council or whatever. She's from one of the worlds they went to with Metroplexes.
Where are the boobies at?
See, like I feel like this, maybe it's just the ones I'm choosing. Like I feel like this Striker looks great, but like this fucking Whirl looks plain as fuck.
I really don't like Whirl. I don't like anything about this mode as Whirl. I don't know. I don't like it.
The only thing I don't like are the claw hands. I feel like they should be different, but the rest of them I'm okay with. Like I like the weird bend in his leg and his knee, the way it kind of goes back like a goat's leg, the same way Will's does. Yeah.
Yeah, like a chicken.
Is he like a VTOL type thing now? Like, is that how he is in the comics? Or is he a helicopter still?
He does have that shit hanging off his forearms.
He does
in the
have that
comic books.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of like in spirit of. I don't feel like this is as like Tarn is a much closer representation of Tarn than this is of Whirl.
Right, I feel like this is shoehorned in to be Whirl because they, for some reason, wanted to make Obsidian, you know?
I agree. I agree.
I like Straka's colors. She's
I do
color.
too. I do too. And she's got a lot of different breakup. And this Whirl, like all that red, glowy shit that More Than Meets the Eye puts in their stuff, and like they couldn't do some of these line works and little places in red. Like I feel like that's a missed opportunity there.
And the other thing is,
especially
go ahead, Matt.
No, go. I'm sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say like that, like going back to like you said with the Roadbuster there, like the little chest accents on the side. He's got like 3 things that you could have painted somehow to make them look a little more visually interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the breakup, with Whirl, I think, especially the forearms and the lower legs below the knee, there's not really any breakup. It's all just, plain, kind of. And he's got some breakup, with the black and the lighter blue, I guess.
But there's a lot of sculpted detail here. All that shit on the side of the like the nose of the helicopter in robot mode, like all that shit. There's 3 things. They could be missiles maybe or something. Like that shit could be painted. That line on the shoulder could be done in like the More Than Meets the Eye red that they did in the purple or pink on Tarn, like More Than Meets the Eye. Like it just seems very inconsistent to me. On the pelvis, like those 4. The 2 on each side, those 4 little things, like that could be done in the same red. Like the line work on the toes could be done. I mean, like on the foot, the top of the foot, all that shit could be done. Those little squares in the ankles, like all that shit could be done to make this fucking thing pop. But instead, we're leaving it up to Repro-Labels.
Obviously, I bet they're going to make, they're saving room for stickers, basically, to make it break up more.
And that is if this is the quote unquote final.
I think
the real final.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too, but you never know.
I mean, not that it's ever accurate, but the retails are saying I think December for the Whirl. So I'm guessing it's final.
Yeah, because there's a lot for that. Well, just talking about the breakup with the Roadbuster, there's a lot of flat panels that that look like they're going to be some stickers, especially in the chest and the lower leg area, because that's just brown. You get that little green spot down there. That's all you have. But I mean, that is Roadbuster. I mean, he's just he's green and brown.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't do it in the green and brown. Yeah.
But yeah, there could be some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's room. There's the sculpt is there.
Do you think they're getting lazy that hey, they're going to make Repro-Labels for it anyways?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why waste all that money? Making extra little things like that when they're going to just sticker it up anyways.
I wouldn't say they're getting lazy. I would say across the board they're generally lazy when it comes to paint at MMC.
Yeah, I'd say that's not their strong suit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You look at the feral cons. There's not much paint on those guys. It's just yellow, black, and orange plastic everywhere, and grey.
Black and yellow.
You look at Tarn,
Yeah, but Tarn has some paint on.
I know, and it's all sloppy. I think it's Tarn. I think it's the one that I was looking at earlier.
Is sloppy. It is sloppy. It is. But I'm guessing that's just because it's like, come on, we got to show these guys what it's going to look like. But if you look at the Obsidian, they did it there. Like the little side missiles are painted, the little accents, the little red lines in between the panel linings.
The face sculpt has got a lot of paint.
It's almost like they gave Obsidian and Strika
more love,
better paint apps to entice you to buy them. Like I feel
that's
like
fucking nuts.
I feel like they're like, well, Roadbuster will sell himself and Whirl will sell himself, so let's make
Yeah, that's a true statement. Yeah,
Let's make them
they're major characters.
That's a bummer.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, because I mean, if you had Whirl and the other one, do you really think you would buy Obsidian? Because well, let's give them extra paint and everything to make them look better. Because like you said, Roadbuster and Whirl's already going to sell because they're decent characters. And nobody really gives a fuck about Obsidian and all that shit. So
Yeah, people are going to buy the Wreckers way before they buy fucking Beast machines.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're paint
point
bullies.
there, Justin.
Definitely paint bullies over at MMC.
And over here, Shattercast. Calling them out.
Call it.
All right, we can go on to the next MMC piece of news. Anibus will be a TFCon exclusive. So thanks, John.
Oh, really?
You got me this time.
Huh.
Yeah.
I need someone to hook me up with this one.
I might pick this one.
It looks real
I'll
good.
get
The
it for you
only
if I
one I'm
can.
buying. Of all that stuff, this is the only one I'm getting.
I'll look for it, Justin. I'll try to get it for you.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
gonna
can-
pick it up too.
If you can, let me know and I'll pay you right away.
I'll do the same.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, Bobby will
Well,
be there
Matt-
too. So
Matt already told me he was going to get me, so it's not. Spread the
I
love.
got you, Greg.
Yeah.
I got you, Greg.
If they say limit one per customer, you just say, "Don't you know who I am?"
I hope
I'm
that
Bobby
they
Skullface.
stop. I hope that they do.
I'll shoot an email. If they do a limit, I'll shoot an email to a guy.
Yeah.
It'll be right there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they do it like they did with Nero, where you could like reserve.
Pre-order early,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
it up.
You know, because
Yeah.
if they do that, it's very easy to just walk over and get it. My concern, like, because people ask me to pick shit up like this as well, and I'm like, my concern is like with running the table. Like sometimes I get the opportunity to get over there in the morning, and they're cool about it. But like in Charlotte, it was cool, but in Chicago the year before, like I was in a separate room. Like I wasn't allowed into the dealer room until it opened, just like everybody else.
Yeah, if
So-
they have this on a pre-order, were you able to pre-order it online and pick it up, like someone else pick it up for you? I think you could,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah.
yeah.
if
I
that
didn't give their name.
if that does end up being the case, let me know. Like send me the link right away and I'll pre-order it and someone else can pick it up for me.
Yeah, I picked up
Or
snowflakes.
or if that does end up being the case, you can go ahead and do it, and then tell me it's good, and I'll just come and get it.
Exactly.
This
What
is a good
table?
exclusive.
Sorry, Matt. What table
No,
had
sorry.
Nero Rex last year? Was it ages 3 and up that was stocking it?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
No, it was all those
Oh, that's
motherfuckers sit
3 and up
together.
and Make toys.
So
It's
Make
all Make
Toys-
toys and all that stuff. And
Make Toys, MMC, and ages 3 and up, they all sit together all the time.
right.
All-
And Fans Toys as well, right?
No. Fans Project.
Make toys.
Fans Project, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but like Fans Project hasn't really been going recently,
Okay.
so it's just been those three. At least it seems that way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, maybe Fans Project
Well,
is
it's
making a bit of a
FP Core.
comeback this year, so...
It's FP Core that's there, not necessarily Fans Project. Because that one guy was kind of both, but now he's just Make Toys, from what I hear.
Dude, Make toys
But-
gave out some good fucking deals, man.
But the
Last year.
but they always are like 3 tables together. Like last year, they formed a U at Charlotte.
Yep.
Like Miami
She was
University.
like, she was like Gran Torino.
Dude, I got that Capola for $100.
Capola. Got that
Hold up.
Capola money.
I did. I snatched that thing up quick. This is a really good exclusive. I think this is probably going to be the best exclusive, definitely this year, maybe for a while, since a while.
I was quite surprised that this became an exclusive because with the exclusives, they generally don't advertise them this far out beforehand. And I mean, this thing's been shown at other conventions, right? As a painted prototype or whatever it may be. Like, it's just a different way of doing it. Maybe they went, well, people aren't going to buy this thing. Let's make it an exclusive.
I think this is going to sell well.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that I'm definitely trying to get.
I might have to push over some kids or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I would. Definitely would.
I would do that anyway. So
Yeah.
whatever.
I hear you, man.
True that.
All right. Next up, we have Fans Hobby Master Builder MB01 and MB02.
There you go, Bobby B.
Thanks for listening to the show, Fans Hobby Master Builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this.
Oh, what?
Repugnance is he's a stubby little thing.
Yeah, I love these characters, and I've wanted a Masterpiece version since we started this show. But this isn't the.
I think
This
Double
isn't-
Cross looks fucking awesome.
This isn't the one I wanted.
Really?
I need to
Yeah,
see a
when I
little
saw
more.
when I saw these, I was like, oh no.
Look at them hands, man. Look at them dragon hands.
The proportions are too all over the place for me. Like the bug guy, his chest is too much. It's too much, and then his waist is too thin, and then the hips come right back out. He's shaped like Nicki Minaj.
He looks great in the monster mode though. Like they nailed the monster mode.
Both of
to
their
me.
monster modes look good.
Yep.
Look at them forearms for fucking double cross. God.
Yep.
He's
He's
beefy.
heavy into jerk off day.
Yeah.
He is jerking off both hands. He's using both at the same time. That's hard to do. You know that? Okay.
And like
Good size though.
So new company. Who do we think's making this, or just straight up new company?
Look at the tail transformation. Like it just splits and hangs off the calf.
It's toy accurate, Bob.
Yeah, but that's not what I want.
I know.
Oh, dude,
You don't want the toy to be like the toy?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Just like you don't want Ironhide to look like the toy.
Maybe it's like one of those what was it? The Toy World Skull Cruncher, and you can just take those bits off.
Is that the only one you guys Ironhide? Really?
No, but Braun.
What about Braun?
You want that one to look like the toy?
Yes.
All right, guess.
No.
Yeah, exactly. This
Look at them chompers.
It's just strange.
They look like they look like 3-step changers. Like there's no transformation really that, is going to be hard on this.
I agree.
But yeah, them things on the tail on the side of damn. He has got some thick legs, thick arms. Yeah. I may have to go with you, Bobby. This might not be the ones I need.
Greg, what do you think of these?
All right.
Greg here.
Give me a second. I can't talk. I'm muted. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second.
We'll just wait. Greg, everyone be quiet.
They're tall. They're
big ones.
I'm good with the height.
They're just goofy looking.
They're goofy as fuck.
They're monster bots too. They're supposed to be goofy looking.
Yeah, I think that's part of the allure for me is how goofy they are. I fucking love them.
Lenny, look how big those fucking arms are on Double Cross.
I'm looking, man. That's the shit.
And they just got that droopy face, like
yeah, like fucking. I'm sad. I'm
like he's drooling. Like the things are drooling.
Yep.
Just
look how skinny. I do when I sleep.
Look how skinny the waist is on Nicki Minaj.
I'm looking at Nicki Minaj. That's a sexy robot.
Are you serious?
I want to see more. If they shoot butane out of the mouth.
Oh, well, that's definitely sold there. I do like Repugnance. I do like his bot mode, though. I mean, not the bot mode, the whatever he is.
They definitely shine in monster mode. But
we get 8 fucking Constructicons. We get 8 fucking companies doing Megatron. We get 8 fucking companies doing Trailbreaker. We only get 1 company doing these motherfuckers.
Damn.
This is just the first, Bobby.
From fucking Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, if Hobby Lobby build it, the rest will follow.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying these look like fans project style.
I can kind of see that.
Fans project style.
I can see that, like especially if you look at the heads of the robots.
That's interesting.
No, you little cunt. Let me go shut the door back. Thanks.
Damn. A little bit of fans project masterpiece scale.
So they can't sell stuff under Fans Project, so they have to go to another company?
Well, yeah, there's their masterpiece scale. Fans Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Hobby Lobby. Y'all got some fancy Hobby Lobbies up there, too. We got some ghetto ones down here, but y'all got fancy.
You say gooder? No?
Ghetto.
Cool.
Do we say gooder? No, I don't say gooder.
I thought you just said gooder, as in...
No.
Okay, cool. All right, we have DX9 Dinobots because fucking why not? Let's have more.
Talk about late to the game.
Yeah, no kidding. I wonder if these are going to be legends, though.
Yeah, probably.
I could see that. That's a good point.
I can guarantee you these will be legends.
There you go.
We got that Greg for Mercy guarantee.
The only
Stamp
guarantees I
it,
live by.
ship it out. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
And
I'm just saying, I called New Masterpiece Megatron 4 years ago. I said it. I said they're going to make another version
Well,
of the
I'll
most
call-
popular Transformers character.
Masterpiece Omega Supreme 15 years from now.
what does Hasbro Pulse say though?
Oh, that'll be out next year. It's a recolor of Triptychon.
And I guess this is probably more exciting for some people. We have XTransbots Hoist and Trailbreaker also.
Too late.
Because why not?
Way too late.
Dude, what a bunch of bullies, am I right?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
God, bullies. Their bully
They
tactics.
didn't drop it on the. They didn't drop it on TFCon though.
Dropping those silhouettes.
Not even a
fucking
render, a
bully style.
silhouette, guys.
Yeah. Fuckers.
I can tell you by the
Fuzzy.
silhouettes.
A
I
fuzzy
really
one.
don't like Hoist's legs. I think they look terrible.
The kneecaps.
Yeah.
Is that knee?
The kneecap and like the
Oh, that's Trailbreaker.
anemic shin.
Whatever. Okay. Why
Cartoon
does the
accurate,
silhouette be-
man. It's cartoon accurate.
Why do the silhouettes for the Dinobots have to be fuzzy? It's a silhouette. Really? You fucking fuzzed out the fucking silhouette? Jesus Christ. No.
I think this show's on this weekend, so we'll probably get... Is it this weekend? The Wuhan Animation and Game Expo 2016. So we'll find out.
Right. Wuhan.
Not saving that shit for TFCon, obviously.
Somebody commented on this and said, I'm sorry, we are no longer accepting entries into Dinobots and Trailbreaker categories.
You were late to the game.
I like this one. XTransbot appears to be similar to Toy World to me. It's a silhouette.
And they take this shit seriously, man.
For all you know, they took the Toy World one, posed it,
And did a
took a
silhouette.
picture,
I think they're
and made it a
silhouette.
silhouette.
Yep. Oh, that's why it looks the same then.
Oh shit, monkeys.
All right. And we have another Springer, OpenPlay Springer. So this is like 17 Springers now.
This might be one of the ones we've seen previously, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. I'm not sure anymore. Everyone keeps on doing
They're
comparison pictures, and there's always an extra picture there. I get
They're
confused now.
showing. They've been showing like various leaks over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
We've seen this a few times, but this is the most information.
Now, is this the one that we...
Like
this is the same
Optron.
one, right? Or no?
I don't know for sure.
We saw a drawing. Now it's a better 3D rendered drawing, I guess, or is it a
I think
3D
it's a
printed
prototype.
piece? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
This is that, though, correct? Or no?
yeah. I think so.
Isn't the
Funny
Toy
thing
World
about
one?
this one. Funny thing about this one is all those people that are like, pass on Unique Toys is too tall. Pass. This one's 9.5 inches. This one's like almost an inch taller than the Unique Toys, and everybody's like, "This is what I'm gonna get."
Is this one bigger? Shit.
Yeah, it's almost it's between 9.5 and 10 inches, supposedly in robot mode,
Okay.
which puts it about an inch over the Unique Toys. That was way too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate fucking Transformers people.
I like the fingers.
Yep.
So I'm going to get it.
I think this looks good.
It's got those Megan
Yeah, I
Fox
really like it.
thumbs.
I like the.
You get the mega box thumbs.
I really like what they did with the alt modes. I think both alt modes look really good for Springer.
It's got that 1980s car with only one headlight coming up.
Yeah.
Remember that Ferrero or something? It only always had that one winking at you.
My
That's
dad
what
used to
that
call it
Springer's
a
doing.
padiddle.
If it did.
A padiddle. And like the thing was, like, if you had a, he used to tell me, like, it's funny, like that shit would even be like that shit probably wasn't culturally relevant since the 60s, but he was like, you see that? That's called a padiddle. Now one day you'll have a car and you'll have a young lady in the car with you, and if you see a padiddle and you say padiddle, she'll give you a kiss. I'm like, Dad, I plan on fucking by 13.
Damn.
That's my boy.
I was 11.
Were you really?
No.
Well, how old were you when you lost your virginity, Matt?
I was 16.
That's a
36.
Yesterday.
Banging my car.
I can't wait to find out.
You know.
I lost my
So
mom
JJ is awesome.
when I was 13. She was 24 and a model. No big deal. Just kidding. But
I used to tell people I lost it to my babysitter, but I didn't. Oh well, she was hot.
Shout out to Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. All right.
Next up, a little bit more of that XTB. We got Cosmos.
Cosmos.
You
know, it's a short week when we got a bunch of XTransbots shit.
It's a little bit ahead.
Oh, is it the only ahead?
Who doesn't like a little bit ahead?
I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna go with whoever comes first, so to speak. This one or Toy World.
That's
there's
not
something
really a
about
big
the Toy
competition
World
right
one that I didn't like. I can't remember what it was. I think it was the arms.
It looked like a trash can.
This one, man. He said,
I like this blurry head. I'm going with it.
I love that shit. I love when people like don't really want to like go through the whole like kind of of disagreement, but definitely want you to know they don't agree and just hit you with the. I love that. I love it. I do it too. I do it to my wife all the time.
Yeah. So all right. So this is going to be the Cosmos Wars coming up soon. We'll have DX9. And
is it really a war right now though with XTransbots and Toy World?
Well, fans toys will drop a bully tactic soon and show us a render.
That is true.
We'll
For 2019,
we'll see some silhouettes and some blurred out silhouettes and probably some color palettes soon also from
Hasbro's got theirs.
TFC.
They already got theirs out. Hasbro said they're going to come out with the Cosmos too. So
cool.
Official bitches.
All right, that's the end of third-party news, so we can do some official news for you now. Oh, we got a bust, Matt. Your favorite part of official.
Oh.
Prime 1 Age of Extinction Lockdown Bust.
Yay.
Oh, damn it.
Dude, can you mount the big gun on it though?
Oh fuck, I hope so.
It's got the face mask.
That's what I'm saying.
His face gun.
You like put it on and it just tips.
It looks
over.
good.
Come home one day and it's broken like 6 pieces.
Oh, and then you can attach the gun to the front part of it.
I like it. It looks good.
It does. It's a good tool.
That's Lockdown, you know.
Yep.
From the movies.
Yep, agreed.
I wonder how the does the face
Sidney
mask,
Poitier.
Does the face mask just like snap onto the front, or does it like fold around or something?
Oh.
Like,
It may come down.
It looks kind of cool when you can barely see his face through the face mask. That's just me.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Skeletor if you look at him and squint and then turn sideways.
Yeah, I can see that.
But and then you take the mask off and you got those lips. Them lips.
I remember when Oscar called him Sidney Poitier.
DSLs.
Classic.
All right.
All right, so no one's going to buy this. So next up we have Toys R Us Japan. Geoffrey Prime. Oh, yeah.
This is amazing.
Yes.
I bet
Can we
this
get-
is a fucking rare collectible.
Well, hold on. Before we get into this, let's go back. Speaking of rare collectible, let's go back. So who do you think is going to buy that bust? Like, who buys this stuff? And what do you think their collection looks like?
Well, I'll tell you. I just saw something today that fucked me up. A buddy of mine started a that's about like collector displays is like the theme of the group. No videos allowed, only pictures of your collection and how you display it. And it's fine. But he asked me to post a picture of my collection in there, so I did it. And then I went through and started looking at everybody else's, and I saw a lot of shit like this type of shit in a lot of people's collections, but not Transformers though, to be fair. But one thing I saw that fucked me up, and I'm going to send it to you guys in the chat because I would understand if you don't even fucking believe me. Is this you? All right, I love the movie and I love the actor, but you know Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the old man version with like the 2 tits on his head of like hair tits? He has a bust of that. Like I was like, where the fuck did you find this?
Like from Little Nicky?
I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna send it. I gotta find it and then I'm gonna send it in the chat. But I think there is like people out there that get this type of shit. And there's a lot of people that do those like a 1/4 scale statues. Like, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. There's like a Baroness. There's fucking tons. But
well,
a lot of
I was thinking more Transformers people that buy the Transformers stuff.
Yep. With Transformers people, I haven't met that person yet.
Well, there must be a market for it, so they're out there. I mean, when I collected my Marvel comics, I had a whole bunch of these mini busts of Marvel figures, but
like, look, I'm just gonna scroll through this group and tell you how many the similar type shit I see. So, I just came across one as a 360 panorama, so I got to fucking spin around in this chair in order to do it. But he's got an Iron Man bust and a Hulk bust. Scrolling down, this other guy has two Iron Man busts and an Iron Patriot bust.
Yes. Saluting?
No, like just because he didn't have any arms. This guy has an Iron Man, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, red and black bust. It's fucking crazy. I
have busts.
Here's a Predator one.
No, I don't.
Terminator. Emperor Palpatine, Gamorrean Guard, Admiral Akbar. Who would even buy an Admiral Akbar?
It's a trap.
Dude, rest in peace.
This Prime has stars on his legs.
I would buy the Admiral Akbar and put it like right when you walk in my front door. It'd be a thing, and then I'd be like, "Duck, get down! That's a trap!" Like throw the person before.
That'd be cool.
I found it. I'm sending it. You guys stand by the copy.
Right.
I had to sit there and look at it because I couldn't believe that it existed, and it doesn't even look very very accurate. I'll be honest. There is a part of me that wanted it. I'm a huge fan of it.
You're like, damn it, I want that shit, man.
But I was laughing because it doesn't quite look like. I bet you it's way more expensive than how good it looks.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow. Oh whoa! It's got a fucking plait hanging off it. The fuck is that shit?
It's got the hair.
Do you think that's a third-party add-on? That bit of hair, or?
Hey, look! For everybody listening, on Friday, make sure you go and like our Facebook page if you haven't already. Just search Shatteredcast Uncut Facebook. You'll see a beautiful drawing. It's our profile picture that Oscar did of all of us. That is our Facebook page. Like the Facebook page and look at the cover photo. And I will post this picture as the cover photo for our page so you can see it.
All right, then I can take it out of the show notes. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Or you can leave it in the show notes, whatever. I guess that's more convenient.
No. We want people to like it, like our page.
Right. I'll post it on the page. But it's fucking... Is that funny as shit to anybody else? Look at the fucking face.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
The hair is really the best part, though. By far, the hair.
Yeah.
I feel like
like
this is
that
a
bib.
dude. I feel like this is someone who bought it, and then he's like, I need some hair for this thing, and just like created his own little extra hair piece.
I hope I can get this shit to crop right where like it cuts off from like the nose down, so he looks like the dude that lives next to Timmy the Tool Man.
It looks like he's got a bib. I like that.
All right. Speaking of something just as ugly, so we have this Toys R Us Japan exclusive Geoffrey Prime, which is going to be your next Pepsi Prime, I'm sure.
This looks exactly like that like knockoff Thomas the Tank Engine. Like it's even got the same hollows and stuff going on. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
This is something that's so bad it could be tempting to me if I had a little bit of alcohol in me to buy.
Yeah.
Like it's something about him standing there with that axe with them stars on his legs and the little giraffe on his shoulder looking at you. that makes me want to say I should probably have this to always remember this moment.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what
It
it
is-
looks like in truck mode? It looks like a pack of now-and-laters.
Look at the paint on his feet. Aren't they clever?
The little
Hooves.
giraffe antenna, so to speak, on his head.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
that part.
Oh, so good.
This reminds me why I hate Toys R Us.
I'm getting this. I'm so getting this. He's got hooves.
Look at my hooves. Look at my hooves.
Look at my giraffe.
All right. And that's the barrel we scraped this week for Hasbro news.
Oh God, that's
It's
good.
a great barrel, I think. I think it's.
I
it's an
almost
awesome
I almost
barrel.
threw some shit in there about Force Friday, just to
Just-
just to stretch it out a little bit.
oh, did you see, Greg? Speaking of which, the Toys R Us exclusive.
No, maybe which one?
It's one of them new troopers.
Oh, the Death
Uh,
Trooper.
Painted like
No, it's not the Death
Jeffrey
Trooper though.
from...
It's like a. It's like a. I think it's called like a
Jeffrey.
tank. It's like a tank.
The hover
trooper or
tank.
something.
The Hover Tanker Trooper. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go down there, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
me
try to
too.
go down there. There's a Toys R Us on the edge of my neighborhood. So
That fucking thing looks good.
yeah, and it's
Like that Geoffrey
it's
Prime.
my first paycheck with my raise in effect. So yeah.
If anybody
oh fuck,
lives,
no, it's not.
if anybody lives in the Central Maryland area, I hear that we're not getting any, so just don't bother showing up.
But really, you're going to buy them all and scalp them up, Bobby. Don't even try and buy them because Bobby wants to
He
buy
just
every
said-
single one.
Don't bother showing up because I'm gonna get them. How you
But
like
yeah,
that?
I'm being serious though. I might fuck around and get this Prime if I bump into it and I've had a cocktail
Well,
with me.
I think it's in Asia.
Oh,
you mean-
man,
Yeah, it's a Japanese
Damn.
thing.
They could
Well,
show
It's
us
not that
fun.
expensive. It's not that expensive.
it
Like,
better not be.
Well, I'm saying I think
$9.99.
from the source one.
Right, right.
Make sure you
Or
keep,
three,
keep
or
it in
5.
box so you can sell it
Yeah.
for double the price, get $10 later.
Yeah, dude, if I'll make my millions off this Toys R Us. No, when all right, so I got a college fund set up for my first two kids. My third one, I'm just gonna give her this
On her
mint
own.
in box when she graduates. I'm just gonna say, good
Oh,
luck,
she's gonna love it.
make it work.
It's like, why'd you give me some now laters? Don't worry about that.
I pass away early, and like my wife gives it to her. Like, your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough.
No, we're going to have another black and white profile picture soon, aren't we? Talking about dying again.
You know what's funny, dude?
Now-
I was looking through my wife's Facebook the other day, and I found a picture that she did that was similar to me, what she did with me, but it was with the dog. And I sure as shit, I went through the comments, and there's people like commenting like, "Oh, what a good dog he was," and all like they just.
That's funny. I was looking through your wife's Facebook the other day as well, Bunny.
One day I'm gonna have. Go ahead.
In your will, when Laura gives her that Jeffrey, she can be dressed like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If father wanted you to have this when you were old enough, it's a giraffe prime.
All
Like-
right.
What happened to my father? She's like, I once knew a boy named Bobby Skullface, and he murdered your father. And all of a sudden, you just come stumbling up drunk from the basement. Hadn't showered like 2 weeks. You were tired. You're like, what the fuck's going on, Far? It's like, I'm your father.
Hasbro ruled the toy game for 1,000 generations until the dark side, until the dark times, until the hollowness. Ugh.
Third party.
All right. Bobby, you want to hit us with some questions?
Yes. Let's continue. We have some new ones too this week. Did anybody add them? If not,
I didn't have a chance.
Okay.
To.
Micah, what up, guys? I hope you are all doing well. I want to say I love the constant grade A quality you guys bring with every episode. That's just you do no matter how much the Skype gods try to screw you over. The question I would like to pose to the SCU crew is: does MP Star Saber feel like a true masterpiece quality bot as far as plastic quality and aesthetic, or would you consider him to be able to go into the Chug line and not stand out like a sore thumb. Yes, I know he's huge, but other than his size, what are your thoughts and opinions? I personally don't think he would fit in with Chug just because like he's clean, and Chug stuff is usually not clean. But yeah, that's me personally. Anybody else?
I feel like he has a Chug ankle rocker. He could probably have one of those masterpiece ankle rockers. Would help him out a lot. Other than that, masterpiece for me.
Yeah. Were you saying something, Justin?
I said I agree with you. I think he's too clean and stuff for that line. Maybe the red part of him could fit in there, but I feel like the whole combined part of him is just too much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think it's a really smart, like it's a clever toy. The way that they did it all.
Agreed.
I think it's definitely a masterpiece. But yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, it's definitely a masterpiece.
Gotcha. All right. John G. Question: have any of you ever looked at your collection, or even just a particularly expensive piece, and wonder, "Wow, what am I doing? Is this really worth it?" I love my collection and all the things in it, but sometimes I look at it and think of all the other possibilities that might have been if I didn't enjoy this stuff as much as I do. I wonder what about it compels me, especially for some of the more rare and expensive items. Am I like Smaug with my pile of treasure? Something to think about. That's pretty good.
Arr, matey.
Smaug was the dragon in Hobbit.
I'm just gonna put it out there, John. You got to stop buying every fucking Megatron that comes out and every Dinobot that comes out. And you probably have more money. That dude spends some big bucks on Transformers.
There are like I have my moments, like and I've said this before on the show. Like I have my moments every now and then when I look at my collection and I think about what I could have done in regards to my kids. I have college shit set up for the first two. I don't have one set up for this new one yet, but and they'll be fine. But you know, to be honest, they would be more fine if I dumped the money that I spent on toys into those college funds. Mm-hmm.
Just think about the return you're going to get on that G2 Menasor, though. That's the fun right there.
In that Geoffrey Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I was just looking like I'm getting ready to finish. Or I'm trying to finish another room in my basement.
Millions.
And when I was running the electric work in there recently, I was thinking to myself, holy fuck, I'm getting ready to finish a fucking room just to spread the toys out a bit more. And that fucked with me a little bit. You know, I thought about all the things I could do. I could say like, hey, Balara, would you like a room? Would you like something in this house aside from the kitchen to cook me food?
Something like a knitting room, or
or some whatever little interest we have that particular moment.
Mm.
Would you
whatever she's into?
Yeah, but like
whatever that may be.
It fluctuates. It fluctuates. Sometimes we're a photographer, and sometimes we're this, and whatever makes me happy. I'm on board. But I just think to myself like, holy fuck! So I bought all this lumber and I framed the room, and then I paid a buddy of mine to help me with the electric work, and then I got to fucking drywall it and fucking mud it and fucking sand it and fucking paint it and put fucking carpet in it or whatever, and then furniture. And I'm like, by the time this shit is done, it's gonna be like a $1,500 project, and it's just to put more expensive plastic in it.
I can just picture a sweaty Bobby Skullface with a tool belt on right now.
Over top of the robe.
I don't know about you. Yep.
Anybody else?
Pipe it up.
Look, I feel like I would probably have some other bullshit collection if I didn't spend my money on this. I've always just blown wads of cash on collecting something. So I think this is just my lot in life right now.
I was talking to Adam about it recently, and and we were talking about like we've talked about on this show, like you want something so bad, you've locked in your pre-order, you found the website with the best price, and you're just waiting for it to show up, and then you get it, and you had that moment of euphoria, and then it's over. And we were talking about like what if that shit really goes back to like that primal drive of like hunter gatherer, and that's the itch that you're actually scratching.
And our stone tool is now our mobile phone.
No. Our stone tool is our little screwdriver we get with third-party pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm sure it goes way back.
Anybody else?
I've definitely, I don't think it's a secret that, like, once I feel like my collection is, like, has what I want, like, I'm done, and that's
Right.
a lot of it stems from is like I could be doing so many other things. Like I sit there, I'm like, like, don't get me wrong, I have 4 cars. I love my cars. I'm like, but I could have I could sell like one of them. I could sell one of them and not buy these toys and afford something like ridiculous, and that goes through my mind.
When Justin pulled up on you, did he say this is my Tuesday car?
No, I called it the workhorse.
He said, "This is my workhorse. It's my workhorse."
It makes those runs to White Castle. So.
Right.
I didn't see one fucking White Castle.
Matt, do you have anything?
For me, I don't have any kids, so these are my kids, and I love every single one of them.
What about nieces, nephews? Anything like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Matt?
They're taken care of. My brother.
I think Skype is messing with us.
I would say like Lenny.
It's like Matt perpetually keeps hitting the mute button.
Yeah, you're like cutting out, like you keep hitting the mute button almost.
Yeah, you're sitting on the mute button, Matt.
Oh, my bad.
So go ahead. Can you try it now?
Can you hear me now? Good. Yeah.
Kind of.
Sometimes.
Talking right now. Jesus Christ, y'all sound fine. I don't know.
What about you, Greg?
I was just adding.
Fuck yeah.
I was actually, the whole time y'all were talking, I was adding up everything just in my field of view. So I might be getting out of this pretty soon. might be moving to a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Moving on up to the east side.
Here's a question we got from James G.
Can y'all hear me now? Am I sound better?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you sound better. Is there anything you want to add in on that?
Oh, no, I'd like. I've always collected some. Fuck yeah.
Oh my God. Hey man, who takes care of your phone service? Redskins?
Nope.
Question for the next show.
Boost Mobile.
Cricket. Shout out to Cricket. What does the SCU crew do outside of collecting? Sounds like Deluxe is a football fan. T2RX6 is a car guy. How about anybody else? Matt, is there anything else besides football that you can spit out real quick?
No, not really. I love football. That's about it.
Copy. Justin, is there anything else that you got going on in your life besides cars?
I mean, I enjoy football, and I like watching hockey, and I like movies. I like collecting movies, so it's another thing I waste
love
a lot
movies
of money
too.
on.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself like a film buff?
No.
Or you know what I mean?
No.
No? Okay.
Absolutely not. I'm just someone who enjoys watching movies, that's all.
What about you, Greg?
Hating.
He's
Put that shade on.
Put that shade on. There might be an element of truth to that.
No, there's not really a whole lot I'm really into. I mean, collected shit. My animals.
slanging them claggalect doors.
Setting old ladies on fire in their beds, just the normal.
Damn.
Do you do any do you do any animal shit?
Like dog shows?
We can't say this over. We can't say this over recording.
Okay. But I mean, I know you got a bunch of animals, and I know.
Let's just say I'm a film buff as well.
Hey, Kelly can be a girl's name too. Hey. Dude, when he hits that hey, that shit is one of the funniest things to me, man. Kelly can be a girl's name too. Hey. But I know Bukit is heavy into animals and dietary wise and stuff like that. I didn't know if you guys did anything in that regard.
Like not eat meat for a hobby.
No, I didn't help out with animal rescue or anything like that.
No, I've told her, the zoo's always looking for people, and I was like, you should volunteer and feed the animals and do little shit, be around.
Oh, I want to do that.
We don't have time. We don't have time for a lot of that.
Right.
So, I mean, not this time of year.
Right.
Since our job is based on sports ball. So, and you think I'd be into sports ball, but I'm not. I mean, hockey. We got cocky, but yeah, I don't give a shit about football. I almost gave a shit about football this past Saturday. For a brief second, there was this one moment of an Ohio State game where I actually woke Kid up to show her. And I was super excited for about 3 seconds, and then I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Did you see that, Matt, on the news, eBay?
Being American, that's what you're doing.
So just real quick. So, dude gets thrown. I don't know a whole lot about football, so the good guy, the Ohio State guy was running into the touchdown box, and dude threw him the ball, and as he was going to catch it, the other team guy goes to tackle him, and the dude grabs him. Fucking dude grabs the dude, pulls him to him like he's hugging him as he's knocking him down, grabs the ball in the other hand, and then holds it against the dude's body.
Hey,
falls on the ground.
Real quick, I'm not sure if you're talking about football. There's a lot of things going on with dudes here. It's just
well,
dudes and ball grabbing and hugging. I don't know. Something's going on.
That's my thoughts on it. I mean, that's really my thoughts on football. If there's not a whole lot of difference between gay porn and football game.
Whatever.
Justin, you're
just a level of concept.
Justin, you're kind of into sports, aren't you?
I just like watching it. I don't really follow any statistics super closely or anything like that.
I gotcha. What about you, Lenny?
I don't do a whole lot. I work a lot. I guess I try and eat out at some fancy restaurants, try and find that perfect chicken nugget. My spare time. I try not to cook too much at home because I do that all day.
Right.
So I do a little bit of that. I don't know, I've been going for a few walks and shit lately, just trying to get out of the house. It's pretty nice around here, so nice. I got waterways around where I live and stuff, so that's pretty nice.
Check you out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna start taking the camera out with me. Actually, I guess taking photos of shit. I mean, it still counts as Transformers, but that's my main hobby is taking photos.
Well, not when you get out there and start taking all those sunrise photos.
Yeah, sunrise and nature pics.
And here's a log on the beach.
Look at this man.
Here's that perfect chicken nugget on a plate.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You really gotta step up your game.
Now we're talking.
I'll tell you, there was one time I got a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, and it was shaped.
God, that's so good.
It was shaped just like the heart on the cover of Kanye West's 808 and Heartbreaks, and I took a picture of it. I couldn't believe how accurate.
That was Valentine's Day, wasn't it?
I took a picture of it. No,
Oh, Valentine's Day.
So
like hearts.
I saw this week Apparently, an Australian has trademarked or copyrighted or however it works. I'm not sure, Justin. You can probably educate me. Someone has combined a hot dog and a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making its way around in the States as like the next big thing.
Wow.
So
that sounds like something right up our alley.
I got to try one of those. Like the bun is shaped like a hamburger hot dog. It's ridiculous. But it looks good. I want to try it.
Pandemonium.
Mm-hmm.
For myself, I do the drawing bit, and my kids eat it. I fuck with my kids a lot, and then and also like I'm one of those. I'm heavy into my job also, like so like I do a lot of stuff pertaining to my job when I'm not at work, and everything I do leisure wise though is either usually for my job or doing family stuff or stuff that centers around like either one of these podcasts or DMH or Skullface or whatever. So that takes up most of my time.
I've been working out a lot lately. That's what I've been doing. A lot of my spare time is working out and stuff. So
that's awesome. Yeah. But it's funny, man. How did you do eating wise while you're on vacation?
I did good. I don't think I haven't weighed myself. I did go to Crystal's on the way to there, so not gonna lie. But we went to ate some dinner. We ate at some places. What we eat at Arkansas. But when we ate with Justin, I got a French dip, but I don't think I even finished it, and I didn't finish all the French fries. So it was. I let myself go a little bit, but I don't think I went and got stupid. And I don't think.
Did you try when you were in Maryland? Did you try a crab cake or anything?
I did not, man. I didn't try any of that stuff, man.
Man, did you go to fucking Outback while you were in Maryland or some shit like that?
I did not. We found one.
Right.
We found one, but we drove right by it. We did go to Ruby Tuesday, man.
Come on. You got Ruby Tuesdays in Arkansas.
I know we do. It was actually not that bad. I hate Ruby Tuesday. My wife loves it. I hate it. But this was actually pretty. It was late. I think that was the night of the game. It was Sunday night, so it was kind of late. We couldn't really find anything else open. So.
I got you. Speaking of which, I've met this dude recently. It's funny. I don't know. I can't vouch for the guy, but he told me that he was a male stripper. Not presently, but he was at one point.
Oh, Skullfest Entertainment.
And so he said he did he did all of it. He did came out as a fireman, came out as a policeman, came out as a cowboy, whatever. But you know what he said, what costume he did that ended up getting him the most money?
Pokemon.
Spider-Man.
Anybody else want to take a guess? This is how, dude, women are fucked up. But I'll tell you. A baby. He would come out like in like a pamper, like a cloth pamper, he said, and like a little bonnet, and he had like a big like novelty bottle. And like the women would want to get him like in their lap and feed him this bottle. And it was his highest moneymaker.
That's
women think we're weird, but
that's what I'm trying to get to. We have more questions on our page. Give me 2 seconds. So this is from Darren. What's up, Darren? Darren's been around since almost the inception of Shattercast. Hello, gentlemen of the SCU crew. I just wanted to get your thoughts on something. Recently, a retail site, Premium Collectibles.
They're an Australian site,
which is normally a great place to buy Transformers and third party and official. Put up. You never use them, Lenny?
I do not.
Wow, they got third party.
Yeah. Yep. I can't really talk about it, but
I got you.
Fuck 'em.
Put up the pre-order for MMC Tarn. However, only their VIP members could pre-order it, and if there was any leftover, they will put it on their site for the commoners to pre-order. Mm-hmm. Basically, what they're saying is that if you don't have that exclusive VIP money, like you got that Redskin money, then you're not exclusive enough to purchase that figure. I just want to know, do you gentlemen think that this is in the spirit of Transformer collecting, being able to marginalize those collectors who don't have as much money and need to be selective, but because they are not as affluent as those that can afford to be VIPs, they are then pushed to the side, making harder for them to purchase exclusives or even highly anticipated Transformers?
All right, I'm going to jump on this one. So
Okay.
I can understand why they have a VIP process there. They have customers that buy everything from them, and I don't think that's so bad, especially when this guy, and I'm not sticking up for him, don't take it this way, but this guy can't get that many units. So usually anything that he puts up for pre-order sells out real quick.
Right.
So he's looking after the customers that look after him, and I don't see that as a bad thing.
Right.
Know what I mean? Like
I do.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. All right, man.
It's hard to comment without really knowing the ins and outs of everything, but ultimately, man, like, is it in the spirit of, like, what is this? What is the spirit of Transformer collecting? Is because, like, people are pretty cutthroat. I feel like it is in the spirit.
Yeah. This premium collectibles, what I will say about them, they generally are cheaper than anyone. I'm talking cheaper in Australian money, like, than American dollars.
Right.
With free shipping if you spend over $100. So they're somewhere to get your toys cheap, but no one knows how the fuck the guy's doing it. It's ridiculous. Like, what can I use him as an example?
All that truck money.
I think he was selling Pandanus for less in Australian dollars than what it was selling for at retail. So I think it was like $350 Australian, but it was $400 US, which is about $500 to $600 Australian.
Wow.
So that's the kind of prices this guy drops, which is crazy. But yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if you run a business, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you can't alienate your customer.
As a patron, you just gotta vote with your wallet.
Speaking of patrons, we should start one.
It's unfortunate, I guess, but like Lenny said, like I guess Lenny knows a little bit more about the situation. Like, if their quantity is so low and they have such a loyal fan base, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, I know a few guys that always buy their product off this guy. So he doesn't want to, I guess, turn down his good customers for a toy that sold out. He wants to make sure they get first grab, which is fine. They're keeping food on this guy's table. I can see why he's looking after them.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Did you have something to say, Greg? I mean, not Greg. Justin.
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, based on what Lenny's saying, like, I can understand that too. Like, if it is if it was like a BBTS type store, like, doing that type of thing, then that's kind of shitty. But, like, even then, I mean, it's still a business, right? And the smaller shipments you have, like, you want to, like Lenny said, you want to keep the people who have been coming to you. I mean, this is the case, like Jason L. I don't know if he wants his last name out there, but he does a lot of that, like, group buy stuff, right?
Right.
And so it's like, wouldn't you want to make sure you offer to the people that are good for the money and all that stuff before you try to make it available to anyone else? Like, it just makes sense to me in that regard.
Yeah. At least he's making it available. He could have just said no, but he at least said, hey, if we have any extras, I'll put it out to the public, So he's making good on his customers, and he's making good on other, customers. So I don't think it's a bad thing.
I guess this fucking MMC Tarn selling out's a bit of a widespread thing. Maybe it'll be sold out everywhere soon.
I didn't get him yet. I need to pre-order him, but I didn't. Well.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Greg?
No?
Oh, I'm just not reading the question because it wasn't in the notes. So, and I wasn't really following because I was just going to read it. Order it. Got that VIP money.
You don't have that Redskin money though.
I ain't got that Redskin money though.
I'm looking at
Yeah,
the
no.
Joker Dracula thing again. Go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I mean, if it's a small site and it's got a small, if they're small enough that they have, if they have such a big customer base, and they can only get in like 2 or 3, whatever small amount, their customer base isn't that big. So I guess for them that's fine. But I mean, if this was like a
I would
widespread
say
thing,
that just about every Transformer collector in Australia buys from these people. Like, they're not that small. But there's probably 75 people in Australia just plucking numbers out of the air that want that ton, but he can only get 50, let's say. So it's one of those situations.
well, it's just like pre-orders here. I mean, BBTS and everybody else goes in first come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that much different. It just, to call it like a VIP thing, I mean, it seems kind of unnecessary. Kind of triggers me a little bit, actually. I might want to check his privilege. But,
Trey
yeah, I mean, it's
retail
no different.
privilege.
How dare he assume my VIP status?
Dude, this guy has like a fucking. I'm sorry, man. This guy has like a fucking. He's a Bram Stoker fan. He's got like a doll of the same shit. I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, share that shit.
But yeah, and then did we get an MP collector question this week? Let me check that.
We did. About the movie, I think.
All right, let me see. Oh, speaking of the movie, I had a couple issues with that movie, but I already kind of.
Oh, look at that! It's got a little outfit, Bobby.
I know.
Look at that robe.
Shit, we had a few.
Oh shit! Robert's online.
All right,
Don't add him. Ah, goddamn it.
Don't let him. Don't let him.
All right, so one of the things I loved about Transformers as a kid was the insane amount of licensed merchandise that was out there. Back in the mid-'80s, you could get almost anything with an Autobot or Decepticon logo emblazoned on it. Transformers toothbrush. I had one of those. Transformers lunchbox. Yep, I had one of those too. T-shirts, bedding, backpacks. I could go on and on. But you guys are well aware of what I'm talking about. I am often as nostalgic for all that licensed merchandise as I am for the toys, the animation, or the comics. 2 of my favorite examples were in the Transformers train set that Tycho released, as well as the Transformers bed tent that I slept in every night. Do you guys have similar favorites? I would love to hear from you guys regarding any licensed Transformers gear you had as kids, or that you would buy at a con if you ever ran into it at a reasonable price.
I had
yeah. Go.
I had the little costume thing, and I don't know who it was supposed to be, but it was like a
Jeff
plastic chest piece and like this big ass plastic mask. And I think there was
I had
gun
that.
with it. You know what I mean? Like
had
a
a
trash
had
bag
rubber
you wore.
band.
It wasn't a. It was no. The mask had it was plastic. It had like the strap was like the back of like a trucker hat, like a mesh cap, like where you had the notches and where you had the holes in the little pegs.
Hey, Greg.
And it wasn't a no. Thanks for just jumping on and then interrupting me in the middle of a question. Thanks.
How's your ear?
It wasn't a Halloween costume. It was just like a thing.
Oh, okay.
And
I know what you're talking about.
I had a He-Man tent. I was still sleeping in that motherfucker. I didn't need the Transformers one. I had a lunchbox.
Dude, I had the He-Man and Skeletor little like role play sets. Like He-Man came with like a shield and a sword, and Skeletor came with like a shield and like the little staff. I had that shit.
I had
Were they made? Sorry, go.
I had the New Adventures ones, but I never did anything with them because at that point, like I wouldn't like running around the backyard with my friends. Like I just had them. I was like, I'm a collector. I had a He-Man sleeping bag.
Nice. I had a Star Wars Return of the Jedi sleeping bag. Still have it.
A Transformer sleeping bag.
I had a He-Man nightlight.
Dude, I had. Remember when you went to the fair and you popped the balloons and you got those glass, like the mirrors, whatever? I had like a bunch of the hair bands, like Poison and Warrant, but I had Transformer ones. They had like a Jetfire and some other ones. I had those little mirror things. Look it up; they're pretty cool. I would like to have one of those again if I could.
You remember the things you put up to your eyes, and then you move the little thing and it slides the picture.
Yeah,
You got
the,
Master.
Yeah, I guess.
the-
Yeah. I had that, and I had like a bunch of Transformer little discs for it.
oh yeah.
Most of it all from like the first, like from the first 5 episodes or first 3 episodes or whatever it was. I had a Transformers big wheel. That was
I had
pretty
the big
badass.
wheel that transformed yeah.
Because it
What
had
color
a
was
gun
that?
on it.
It was
no, I-
Trailbreaker, wasn't it? I had
Yeah, I
Trailbreaker.
It had a gun on it. Didn't it have a gun on it?
I think
I think the things with the lights would flip up or something, or the.
A big wheel?
yeah.
No, not yeah. I
Well,
didn't have anything. Go ahead, Greg.
No, was it? No, I'm just asking. I'm asking you.
I'm saying-
Big
go
wheel
ahead.
was. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I remember. I remember that big wheels weren't trucks and didn't have flip up lights. So.
Yeah, the one that I don't.
following you. It was
Let me-
black
let me
and
s-
silver.
Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll describe it.
They had a Trailbreaker one, I think, and then that's the one I had.
The Transformer
That's
one
Power Wheel,
definitely, the Transformer big wheel definitely had a transforming feature to it.
I think it was the lights or something on the front, on the two sides. It would flip up or something.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I don't see it. Yeah, you're right, Matt. You're right.
Oh yeah.
I had that Trailbreaker thing. I love
I
that.
have
that's-
done.
I don't feel like that's the one I had either, though, Greg.
There might have
I
been another
remember-
one though. There's probably a couple.
Did yours have like little, like, what do you call them? Like little streamer things on the handlebars?
I don't know. I feel like the one I had a little gun on it. Maybe I'm thinking about something else now. Fuck.
How's Captain Planet?
Robert, mute that vape,
No,
that loud ass vape of yours.
No, you had the Rambo one. The Rambo one had the gun on it.
But like, I remember that little picture on the back of the seat. I had like it was like the picture it was the same picture that was on the back of most of the boxes from the first wave or whatever.
Y'all remember the glass sets y'all used to get at Burger King, like the Smurfs or the Muppets or anything like that? A glass set, like you
what?
had like glass, just glass, glasses.
A glass.
You
a glass.
You would get, the glasses you would get, you drink out of, Jackass.
glasses? Oh yeah. That's
And you would get them at Burger King. That was pretty cool.
I had the thing where it was like a microphone. It distorted your voice.
Oh, the
What-
Starscream voice changer.
I had one of them too, but it was Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I think mine was Ultra Magnus too. Let me take a look at which one.
You
I
like
had.
you like flipped like
Yeah.
a tube out his back or something like that.
Mine had like 2 flaps on the face that you opened up.
Oh no, mine didn't do that. Let me see if I can find the Ultra Magnus one.
What else was there? I think that's all I had. I bought a lot of stuff.
I see one that looks like Frenzy.
Yeah, that's one. It's like it has like a headset.
I think I see the one that you had, Justin. It was like Ultra Magnus's whole body.
Yep, and you flipped out a tube.
Yeah, it's
on
like a
the
little
back.
tube on the back. That dude, that looks like a fucking crack.
Oh, did anybody ever have the Transforming watch? Did anybody have the Transforming watch, the little robot? That,
I did.
I had that.
I did.
Oh,
The
I love that damn
Casio
thing.
watch, wasn't it? Little transfer.
I don't know if it's Casio. It might have been, but it was a little black robot.
Yeah, the face would clip off the wristband and
Yep.
would transform. Yeah.
Shit, I can't find mine. Mine had like 2 flaps that opened up to cover the face. Maybe it wasn't a voice changer.
I thought there was a Starscream toy. I saw one at the store I was at in Maryland, and it was a voice changer. It might have been the Frenzy one, but I thought it was a Starscream voice changer.
If it was, you would have bought that if it was Starscream, though, right, Matt? Got that
I think
Starscream money.
So it might have been just Frenzy then. I don't know. Well, I mean, there were other. I mean, they had so much. I had bed sheets. I had a sleeping bag. I had a Transformer sleeping bag. What else was there?
I remember having coloring in books and that kind of shit. But...
Oh yeah, color books. Yeah.
I had the read along with the tapes.
Yeah, I had one of the. I had one that was a record. It was like a fucking vinyl press.
I had
Tell you what.
this is not Transformers related, but it kind of is. It still has Hasbro property. I had this awesome like GI Joe. It was like the APC carrier. It was like a tent that you could go in the back, and then had like a little turret on the top you could doing stuff. That thing was awesome.
Did you say turret?
Yes.
Oh, they said turd for a second there.
I know you did, Robert.
I had a bunch of shit. I'm trying to find this.
I have a bunch of stuff now. The Easter, Halloween stuff. I have all that crap.
There's another thing though, like we got to remember, like my first love wasn't Transformers. Like Greg's first love was He-Man, and mine was definitely Star Wars.
Mine was He-Man too, Greg. I'm with you there.
I think Matt and Justin might have been the. No, I don't even know Justin. Was that what was your first love, Justin? Like that you remember?
I think it probably was Transformers. It's hard to say.
Okay, so it's just Matt and Greg.
Like I know.
I mean,
it all kind of blurs together. Like I don't think G.I. Joe was there to start with, but like Transformers and like Mask and that type of stuff all just kind of blurs together.
Oh yeah, I think G.I. Joe and He-Man were my first, but then I moved over to Mask and Transformers. Because He-Man came out a year or two before Transformers.
Yeah, He-Man was a year before.
Yeah.
So I was big into He-Man. So and G.I. Joe also. Then I got into Transformers and Mask.
What was yours, Robert?
I don't remember whether it was Thundercats or I think it was Transformers. Because I mean, I was at that age when it was coming out. I liked Transformers and Thundercats.
That age when you were coming out, or when it was coming out?
Both. I was progressive.
I've never heard anybody say Thundercats were one of their first loves. That's weird.
Yeah, Voltron was probably one of my first as well. What year did Voltron come out?
Voltron as well.
That was like 81.
Yeah,
maybe?
so I was probably into He-Man and Voltron. Then when Transformers dropped, I was like, forget that shit.
Even then, I knew it was Optimus Prime's voice doing the narrator on that show, the intro for Voltron. And it never made sense to me. He'd be like, evil was all over the solar system, and they had saved the galaxy, and they protected the universe on the planet.
Real quick, anybody listening, if you know what I'm talking about, it was like this thing that had these two flaps that covered up the robot's face. And you opened up, like the flaps interlocked. They
that was like GoBot, probably.
And you had to open them up, and it revealed the robot face underneath. And then I think you could talk into it and change the voice. It's fucking me up now.
Bobby? Triple R's he's already typed it.
Oh, good. Thank you, Triple R in advance. The other thing that I'll tell you what I would jump on if I came across it would for a reasonable price. I definitely wouldn't spend probably more than $50, maybe. $50? I would want it for $20. Is that cardboard base? They came out.
Okay.
Remember that?
So you just segued right into what I wanted to talk about. There's that cardboard Transformers base, but there was this other one too.
Starscream.
And I think it was a GoBot base. To be honest, I'm not sure. It was like a Mailway thing. It was blue, like most of it was blue. It was various shades of blue with like some yellow and stuff on it. I'm pretty sure it was a GoBot space, but like there is nothing about it anymore, and like you can't, nothing on eBay turns up anything about it, like no pictures on Google or anything, like, and like I wish I had it, but I know it got water damaged as a kid and we had to throw it out. And it's not that Stars thing.
Have you searched Machine Robo?
It's a good question. I have not. Let's see. Machine Robo.
I don't know why I was talking about.
I don't know why I would have a Machine Robo base in the United States as a kid, but whatever.
Well, he didn't want a KO. He wants the official one that now when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Yeah.
The one I'm talking about is there's a 3D puzzle. It's a Starscream. I think I have one still. I think I have two of them somewhere and put away. I think Jazz was one, maybe two or something. I don't know, but it's like a 3D puzzle and it's weird.
When you say 3D puzzle, you put the pieces together and it makes
it stands up.
The character or
yeah.
Okay, cool.
It stands up. I got like 2 or 3 boxes of them or something like that. I found somebody gave them to me.
Through the train set does look badass. I just came across that. I don't remember that.
I thought they had a mask one too for that, like the car set or something.
It's got like it's got a ship that's like crashed into the train set, and it's pretty fucking cool. They had a G.I. Joe one.
Was it G.I. Joe? Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of fucking me up that I can't find this thing with the flaps over the face. Oh, there was a.
Stop saying that.
There was a mask one. There was a mask one, Matt. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds like your dad was like a cereal box over your head.
No, I'm telling you, it was whatever. And then them fucking them. I remember also kind of unrelated. Well, basically mostly unrelated. There was those little McDonald's toys where like, they turned into like little robots, and then there was the
fries and shit.
Then there was the second wave that turned into like animals.
I love those things.
Yeah.
I see people selling those all the time.
A buddy of mine who I work with, who's like not into that type of shit at all. We were talking one day about Transformers, and he was like, "You know what my favorite one was?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "It was like this little pack of chicken McNuggets, and they turned into an alligator."
I have.
And I was like, "Oh," I told him, I was like, "That's not what you think it is, but copy that." And I fucking I found one on eBay. I bought it for him, gave it to him, and he fucking flipped out.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Bobby likes the Beast Former. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's actually my buddy Dutch. Shout out
Robert,
to Dutch.
Do you remember going to the
chicken nugget former?
Did you go to the fair and remember you used to pay you pop the balloons and you would get those little glass mirror things, and they had like a bunch of like hair bands and Transformers and stuff on them, and like G.I. Joe?
And there's always one Panther.
No, I would always get shitty ass prizes at the fairs I would go to. I hated it. Never had good fairs near me.
Did you throw the ring around the
excited for Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
All right, so we have more questions. Thank you, MP Collector. But I take my thank you back if nobody can tell me what that thing with the flaps over the face is.
I can't take a thank you back.
Yeah, I'm going to. Saturday. When I see MP Collector on Saturday, I'm going to take that thank you right out of his pocket if I don't find out what that thing is.
You're going to find more in that pocket than a thank you.
Don't threaten me with a good time. This is from Paul. Shout out to Paul. Paul asked some good questions. So he said, SCU crew, after watching Transformers, the movie Blu-ray this past week, some questions started brewing in my head. I'd love to hear your thoughts. One, the animated movie is pretty universally considered to be awesome. Lots of people have it in their top 10s, Desert Island movies, etc. And it even sparked some cool discussion last week about the show TV versus the movie. The question is it only awesome because we all watched the cartoon first? For someone who doesn't already know the franchise, is it a good introduction to Transformers? Before the Nolan Batman movies, if you encountered someone who thought Batman was corny because they thought that the Adam West Batman was the true Batman, you could hand them a copy of Dark Knight Returns and say, no, read this. This is why Batman is great. Would you be able to hand someone the Transformers Blu-ray and hope for the same kind of response? I say absolutely not.
Nope. No. You missed the whole...
Yeah, that movie. It's one of like it's one of its charms, but it definitely can be an Achilles heel to someone just being introduced to it. It totally relies on what came before it. It's like I'm sorry, just real quick, and I'll pass it right to you, Justin. But it's like a fucking Civil War. Like, I think Civil War is a perfect example. Like, Civil War is probably the Marvel movie. Who's fucking with something? Civil War is the Marvel movie that relies most on the movies before it. Whereas I feel like most Marvel movies you can kind of watch independently. You kind of need to know who Ant-Man is when you watch Civil War. You kind of need to know who Winter Soldier is when you watch Civil War. So, like, it's the same type of thing. Justin, go ahead.
I was going to say I can kind of give direct... input on this because when that movie came out, of course, I was interested in it, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, I was trying to get Bedell to watch it, and she was like, I just don't care, and I don't know who any of these characters are, so, yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
No, that's it.
Well, I mean, just like you said, Jess. I mean, you see this, you know, all these, you know, Autobots die, but you don't know why. You know, and you don't know, you wouldn't care why Optimus Prime died. You know, when you watch the cartoons and you watch the movie, you understand. But, you know, once you see that, the first, you know, as your first sit down as a Transformer, fan, it wouldn't be no good. You wouldn't have the same effect as if you watched the cartoon before it, because, you know, you actually get to see what Optimus Prime is, you know, what Jazz and what, you know, Wheeljack and all the other Transformers are. You know, you get to see that first. So I don't think watching that movie first will be a good idea at all.
Yeah, Wheeljack's just a gray corpse.
Yeah, Wind Charger. You see all these people dying, but you don't.
You don't know who they are.
They don't have the same effect. You don't have the same effect as, well, I watched the season 1, season 2. Oh, now I get it. Now I understand. This is bullshit.
Or the new characters being all Cybertronian and being excited about it.
Yeah. How can you get excited about Prime dying if you don't know how big of a douchebag he is? So.
You know what I noticed about this movie that I don't think I've ever really paid attention to before is Inferno has a voice credit. Like, I wonder when they're gonna wait, or when we'll finally get all that shit, if they even have access to it still. Like how much shit they recorded that they never animated.
That would be awesome.
Because it's just one dude. Like, how most of those, it's like, and this guy did Swoop, Junkion 2, Kickback. You know what I mean? Like every guy has like 4 voice credits in that fucking movie, but Inferno just has 1.
Never noticed that.
Never noticed.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
That'd be awesome. 50th anniversary, get that probably.
Yeah, it's like, what are they waiting for? Like, just like all that stuff that we've seen, like, kind of released through the ages, so to speak, of like the storyboards of the quote unquote gauntlet scene. But why not put that on the fucking Blu-ray? I'm a little butthurt over this Blu-ray. Like, I would give this Blu-ray like probably a 6 out of 10.
I gave it 10 out of 10.
Did the DVD release not have more on it than the Blu-ray? I don't have the Blu-ray, so I can't speak on it. But I read somewhere that,
like, the thing is, like, so the movie's been released on DVD 3 or 4 times, some shit like that.
Yep.
And this Blu-ray, what it should have done is collected all those bonus features and put them on the fucking movie, and given us some new shit. And instead, it has one new kind of behind-the-scenes documentary that isn't great. It's no like real new information. And then it has the same fucking audio commentary that the 25th anniversary one had, or whatever it was.
Right. So I've heard that one.
At least I think it's the same commentary. It's the same people, and that one dude is like very foreign. So I don't know. Like, I can't imagine them reaching back out. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm a little bummed out about that DVD, or that Blu-ray rather.
It is a weird decision. I do feel like it adds the least to anything that's released, and like, like they're like, yeah, but it's a new, 4K, whatever of it. I'm like, yeah, but it's still an 80s franchise. Like, it ultimately on Blu-ray doesn't really look that much better than it did on
like, it's almost like it's making it worse.
Yeah.
Like, because there's some parts where, like, I talked about this a bit on Nerd Rage, but like, before it was like blacked out, so it looked like stuff graded down to black. But now they've been able to enhance it so much that it just looks unfinished. Like, it just goes, like, at the mountains. If you look at the mountains specifically in the background, it just goes down to like a darker green, and then it's like a whole lot of dark green. Which I'm sure when the animators were painting it, they were just like, okay, and the film can only pick up to this, so this should be a dark enough hue, know?
Right.
And then I noticed drop frames in it, and there's some audio issues where some of the audio isn't mixed right. I don't know. I mean, it's ultimately it's fine, but I was just kind of like, man, this is some piss poor planning.
Yeah, well, they only had,
I liked it,
30 years to do it, I guess.
Get it together.
Yeah, not enough time.
I liked it.
Don't get me wrong, Matt. I like it too, but like, there's a lot of things
too.
that could have been improved, and like the digital copy, like, I don't know why they did this like backward to that site, and I was reading other people's comments. They're like, I like that I can download it on my device and blah blah blah. I'm like, your like Voodoos and stuff though, like, you can do that too. Like, so it's not. I don't understand. Why? Well, I know why they went that route, because it was probably cheapest. But like, I don't understand why people are defending it. So it's I don't know, Transformer fan, I guess that's why they're.
And then that's
defending
pretty typical.
Another thing I want to add is, like, there is, like, it's very clean now. Like, I'll definitely say that. Like, the lines are very clean, and the characters that are being animated compared to like just the fucking flat cell background that they're on, there's definitely a clear difference between the like quote unquote the moving pieces and the non-moving pieces. But at the same time, like they're able to enhance like some of the fuzziness is enhanced because it's enhanced. And then also like they've cleaned it up a bit, but like there's something about like some of the grain missing that does feel like, man, where is that? Like it's not as bad as, but to compare it to something, it's like, you know, how clean some of the Star Wars movies look now that like you're like, man, like I kind of miss the dirtiness of them.
I after we finish recording the show, I might go and get myself a third-party copy from Pirate Bay. Check it out.
I mean, I'm glad to have it, and I'm glad they did it. It still shows that they're kind of committed to it. I mean, they still kept the curse words and stuff in there, which I was kind of hit or miss on whether or not they were going to do that. Because there is a version of it. There is a version of it that's edited, you know, and I was like, I can see them putting out the edited version. But I don't know. Greg, do you have anything you want to add to the whether or not it's a good standalone movie or not?
I mean, the enjoyment of that movie is all dependent on whether or not you grew up with it.
Right. Totally agree.
And any of these kids, these damn kids, these days talk about how great of a movie it is. They're fucking lying. They don't know. They don't know how great of a movie it is.
Yeah.
So the second part of his question was,
I know who you're talking about, Greg. I know who you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
This question is even more important. As I was watching the movie, I was struck by something that had never occurred to me. Perhaps it is the increased. Oh wait, maybe we've answered this. Perhaps it is the increased picture quality or the transfer, or perhaps it was the superior audio quality of the Blu-ray. Do you think that Astro Train sounds like Robert D? When he wanted to jettison some weight, I expected to hear a fart noise.
Now I have to download it.
I can accommodate.
Okay, and then we got one more email question. This is from Nick. He's from Digital Marketing Manager, and he hopes we're doing great. Are we looking for low-cost digital marketing services? Because he is an agency with their primary focus is... Jesus. Do we want to do any more questions? Or
Shout out to Nick.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Nick. Thanks for the question, Nick. And Paul. All right. Joe B, who I'll also be seeing this weekend, along with John G. John Gibbons, rather. Question for the show, or just cue for the show. You know what I mean? Keeping it abbreviated. Cool guy. Since Transformers has never established a consistent canon, what do each of you consider part of true Cybertronian history, at least in your mind? Ooh. For example, the original Primes, Megatron, Optimus, Constructicons, Matrix, Unicron, Primus, Quintessons, what actually started the war, etc.
Oh shit! We got another 3 hours.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Do you want to come back to this one?
King Arthur for sure. Dinosaurs turning into junk metal.
This is a long one. Do we want to do this one?
I don't think we should do this now.
Yeah. All right, we'll wait for next week. Joe, this is a great question, but this is a bit more than what we had to offer right now. But you're top of the barrel now, so you'll be the first one next week.
Yeah, we'll be on top of our game for that one.
We can't handle it. It's too big.
Gonna need 2 coffees.
So we can knock out these last 2 questions, and then we'll just have this and MP Collector's question next week, so that'll be cool. All right, Samuel, first-time questioner, long-time listener.
Hubba.
Welcome,
Hey,
Samuel. Transformers are only one of the many, many lines I collect. I have a mostly Chug collection and a lot of third-party in it. I'm not as well versed as the cast, but I've messed around enough to notice different qualities that different companies excel in. From my experience, I enjoy the Fans Project plastic quality, but wish they had the same tolerances as some of the MMC toys I have. That being said, Make Toys has my favorite character design. I say that to say this. I like the way you're going, Sam. Where do you see third party in 5 years? Joking. My real
God.
question is this: if you could combine different qualities of your favorite companies to make the perfect company, what would it be? I think of categories such as character design, price, paint, plastic quality, tolerances, transformation, and play value, accessories, and such. You may have had this question before, but I'd like to hear what you guys think. Anybody want to go first?
As long as they're just Hasbro, that's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's dreams already come true, Sam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Matt dreams big.
I would like to see Mastermade just try a masterpiece scale figure, like a not SD figure, because I think those figures are pretty amazing.
Those
all around
formed head ones, like the Triptychon. And
Did you see the upgrade kit that's coming out for that one, Robert? So it doesn't have the deformed head. I think it looks good. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm not gonna go for it, But I think they should try their hand.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You'll say that.
Yeah, you will.
Larger characters, and they would be amazing. So that's what I'd like to see. They'd be the best, probably.
I would like Fans Toys materials, XTransbots aesthetic, perfect effect paint, MMC tolerance. Let's see what else.
XTransbots.
I already said them. Hasbro price.
Tetrajets.
Definitely need to get some Tetrajets in there somewhere.
And I might say Make Toys character choices. Like, I like that they're doing the more, for the most part, for the most part, they're doing stuff that I can't see Takara doing, like their headmasters and such.
Good choices, Bobby.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good. What you said all for all them. Yeah, that would make a perfect company. I think.
I would like to see Fans Toys like quality of materials, but I would want it to be, I don't know, tolerance probably. I think Make Toys has some pretty decent tolerances for the most part. Well,
I agree.
That Despotron though has a couple things.
That's the exception. Isn't it?
Yeah, but like the Guardia stuff is all like pretty well toleranced.
Yep.
So I want the Make Toys tolerance of their good toys, not that Despotron's not, but they're good tolerance toys. I do agree on the perfect effect paint. I would like the engineering of the good Hasbro masterpiece levels, like MP10 and the original MP cards. Because they had some pretty neat transformation things that they've done in their time.
Agreed.
The price, Hasbro is kind of like a pipe dream there, I'm gonna say.
Right.
I actually think the Fans Toys price is fine for me too. Like for those masterpiece scale figures, they've been competitive with
those newer prices.
Right.
I think
yes.
so too.
So
Yeah.
I'm okay with the Fans Toys prices there, and
I'd put MMC in that bracket also.
Yeah,
I
they've definitely stepped up their price game.
yeah, they've been very competitive with that price too. So I can't argue that point.
Vacuum's gotten better too.
Mm-hmm. I feel like across the board, third party has pretty much stepped it up.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, so I think that gets it, and I don't know. I was trying to figure out if there's a company that I feel like, I guess like, I don't necessarily want the MMC characters because like the DJD and stuff is like polarizing, but I want a company that kind of does their own thing, so to speak. Like they're not just pumping out the same thing every other company is choosing to do any given day of the week. So.
Yeah.
Impossible Toys.
Fuck yeah. And I want the fragility issues of Impossible Toys.
Yeah, and I want the hands of Mecha form.
Oh, no, faces of Mecha form, man.
Some Fans Toys joints.
I want the I want the Minosaur, the C-Dub Minosaur face everywhere.
Speaking of C-Dub, shout out to Tyler F, who actually sent me the link to where I can actually see them, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and all I can think is, like, why is this running at, like, 15 frames per second? I don't know. Does anybody else, like, is it just my computer watching it? Like, I'm using my work computer. Like, or is it legitimately, like, skippy?
No, I haven't had those issues.
I haven't either.
It's not like it's super skippy. It's just that it's not smooth movements or anything. So, I don't know.
I'd have to watch more. I'm a few episodes behind now.
I didn't watch the last one.
Yeah, I watched the last one. It finishes, and it's kind of like, it's over. Surprise, this is it.
Really, it's over.
Yep.
We gave you 30 minutes of all goodness.
Man, they gave you 1 episode.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just like, we built up to this. See ya.
I like how Minosaur and Computron were fighting in the beginning for absolutely no reason. Like, and Computron wants to stop fighting
or something
because you know, the reasons that it's illogical to fight or something like that. I'm like, what?
Just reasons.
Like,
just reasons.
You wait.
He was saying that after he was getting his ass kicked.
I know.
Wait till you see episode 7. That makes all the sense.
I was like,
he was like, "Who goes to Dunkin' Donuts and buys a dozen old fashioned?"
like with Computron saying he's getting his ass kicked, it's like, isn't enough of a reason to not die, perhaps? You know, like, I don't know, whatever.
Wait, let's talk this out. Stop beating the shit out of me.
Anybody else have a Frankenstein monster they'd like to add?
I do.
Go for it.
As far as materials, I definitely not the joints of Perfect Effect, but I think the materials are pretty awesome. Like, there's some solid heavy figures. The character designs for me is a toss up between MMC and Make Toys, I guess. And tolerances could go either way. But for paint, I would go to Kara.
Wow.
I think the paint on their masterpieces stand out way more than just about anything on my shelf.
Except for the Shockwave.
I don't have Shockwave.
That's why you're saying that then.
Yeah. I mean, there's some... Yeah.
Well, what about Perfect Effect? See, I feel like Perfect Effect has them beat in that department. And I think Takara does a great job with their paint, generally.
Yeah, but then, I don't know. Just that glossy paint that... on.
Okay. I'm not trying to sway you. I'm just
I don't know. I'm looking at Prowl and I'm looking at Optimus Prime and yeah.
Prowl is spectacular paint wise.
Yeah.
All that white is fucking.
And Wheeljack. So yeah, Takara wins on paint, I think.
Who's got the best joints?
Jamaica.
I think that varies from.
He said Jamaica. He said Jamaica. Oh man. Jamaica me crazy, man.
I think Perfect Effect has some great joints.
Make Toys is pretty good.
Make Toys has some great joints. MMC has some great joints.
Mm-hmm.
Takara's got some good joints.
Takara has some, like when Takara, that Ratchet and Ironhide shoulder, like that's a great feeling joint.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Last couple KFCs had
and nobody mentioned KFC or anything.
That's true.
I mean, does KFC bring anything to the table? I know TFC doesn't, but
yeah, you're right, Greg. I agree with you. The last couple KFCs have had good joints as well.
Impossible Toys has probably the best articulation because it breaks and then it can go anywhere you want it to be.
Well, to be fair, you can spin the Quintesson all the way around.
What about articulation? What company do we think has the best articulation? Because I've probably got to say Make Toys at the moment.
I could top that.
What
Mastermind.
Oh, yeah. Iron Factory.
Yeah.
Iron Factory. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Mastermind really does have better articulation. I'm going to bring them all on Saturday, so Justin's going to take a look at them.
I mean, Perfect Effect have some pretty good articulation too, I guess.
I think Ace is bringing some too. Yeah, I was gonna say Perfect Effect and Make Toys were gonna be my first two.
What the hell? I mean, we're all talking about Perfect Effect, but they don't put out anything.
Yeah.
But what they have put out.
I know, because they've been, they were one of the first in the game. They're pretty,
But I think like their thing is like what they have put out is fucking noteworthy. Like whether or not things could be done better or things didn't land quite right, that's like the tail on Leonidas and some of the shit like that. But like when they drop a piece, people are gonna fucking
drop a piece.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be a conversation. You're gonna have a conversation about that piece. We have a whole show named after one piece of theirs.
I mean, it's a shame that they don't put out, Well, I mean, they do got that Primal coming out, which looks.
But I mean, I wonder if that's related, though. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if because there is so much that goes into everything that they do, that's why we're only getting one piece a year.
Well, Leonidas, we knew. I mean, it didn't take that long to get Leonidas out, did it?
I mean, that's all they put out last year, Leonidas and then the repaint.
I just think it's hilarious that they go from doing this amazing fucking figure to like hands and feet for Hasbro combiners.
Yeah, that is strange, isn't it?
They gotta fund their shit somehow.
They were doing upgrades first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. It's just like it's one extreme to the other.
It's definitely that they have to fund their thing, though. I mean, like Hasbro's like, we got to fund ourselves by making these, and Perfect Effects like, we can just switch the box and sell the same thing.
Yep. It's like the one third-party company, a Hasbro loyalist, can't say they hate. Because they buy the upgrades.
Yeah.
At Repro-Labels.
Yeah.
Third-party company.
I don't know. I wish they would,
Oh, and B-Mog.
B-Mog.
That damn platypus money.
And they made the platypus and the man-bear pig or whatever it was.
Man-bear pig. Shoot it! It's charging me.
Anybody else have anything to add to that? He said, "P.S. Matt, keep up with your diet exercise. You're an inspiration to a lot of folks."
Hey,
Detox.
Before we move on or whatever, I want him to submit it the next question. Pieces of each company that would make the worst possible toy.
Yes.
Impossible toy.
Next question from him.
All right. And then our last question for the night is from Brendan. Hey guys, my question for you this week is about the community. What is your best experience in the Transformers fandom and community? Mine is a bit scattered from TFCon 2014, meeting some folks from the ROC at Baltimore Comic Con this past weekend, and how cool I've been treated in the groups by tons of members. Honorable mention to Matt. Hope to hear your good experiences, fellas. I'll say right now, I don't think I will ever top TFCon Charlotte. Like that Friday night of TFCon Charlotte was probably the best time I've ever had in the quote unquote community. Like it was all Shattercast. Like the entire Shattercast, except for Lenny, was there.
He was there. Didn't you see him?
He was there via
photo?
satellite.
Mm-hmm.
ROC was there. Yule was hanging out. Like it was just everybody was there. Everybody was drinking. Everybody was having fun, laughing. Like the karaoke. I'm gonna forget people such Real Robot. Like there's just like it was just a fucking good vibe. And like just so many laughs and drinks and high fives and hugs and all that shit. Like it was just
orgy.
It was just people were fucking generally happy to be there and be around one another.
Yeah. How was your back rub, Robert?
My back rub?
Oh yeah, he fucked off and went and got a back rub.
Yeah.
He got massage. I was so mad about that.
Massage.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Justin?
No, I agree with you on all accounts there. Like, cause it was like really the first TFCon that like like we were really like established, like meeting a bunch of people and talking with everybody, like it was just a really good time.
Yeah.
I think meeting Justin this past week was my favorite.
That's sweet of you, Matt.
No,
That's sweet of you.
no. For me, okay, I'll always, I may get booed for this, but my first BotCon was a great experience. Not because I didn't know anybody. I was, with it was just me, and but to go into a convention like that, and it was just cool and everything. Now, on a different note, TFCon is a totally different. I still get my Transformers, but to actually know people now and to actually mingle with, like I said last year, like I said, I sat down with MP Collector for an hour and we just talked, and everything, and just meeting, just like-minded people that you have one weekend out of the year that you just can talk and be a nerd. You still can be a nerd and talk to other people, but I'm just saying, yeah, the North Carolina and the Chicago one was great too. I mean, we've met a lot of people, Justins, all the Justins, and Tylers and all that and everything. And just to meet, these people that, actually like listening to us. It's really weird. I mean, it really is weird that people actually like listening to us, or to me. I don't know about y'all, but, and then to come up and say, hey, I like your work, I love Floor Time, and everything, all that stuff. And it's really cool. And it really, humbles me a lot that just, talk to people and make new friends every day. It's pretty cool.
It was, I forget, I'll never forget the dude, Paul. I just met him there. And he came up because there was like a bunch of us. And he came up and he was like, is this the Plastic Crack Fiends? Shout out to Plastic Crack Fiends Facebook group. But he was like, is this Plastic Crack Fiends? And I was like, no, this is Shattercast. And he's like, all right. And then he just like, and then I was like, but you're welcome to sit down. And he sat down, and then I was like, and we'll see if you end up in the circle of trust. and you know what I mean? And then like, as the night went on, like, he's like, he's like interjecting, he's like, you know what I mean? He's like talking, like fit right in. And I was like, I think somebody's entering into the circle of trust. I'm like making my fingers do like a little circle. You know what I mean? And like he'll still hit me up from time to time, and and be like, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. Paul from the circle of trust.
You gotta keep that circle closed.
Keep that circle closed.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, that kind of fucked her up. Well, I knew him from the Facebook beforehand. He's a good guy.
Yeah, and then I don't know, man. I was just Brave was there. He didn't hang out like the Brian M. Like that's a very cool dude. Like they didn't hang out too tough, but they were around. But yeah, that for anybody listening, like TFCon Chicago is cool, and I'm going back, and I hope it's great and everything. But there was something about the fucking Charlotte one, like it was something about the venue. The venue was just lent itself towards like a very community driven place.
It was more comfortable.
And like
everything about it was more comfortable. Yeah. There was more places to hang out. Like I don't know about you, but like the Chicago one, like I don't know, it might have been because we were cramped in the basement or whatever, because the other convention had everything else. But yeah, like I don't know, it's like, all right, I'm hot, I just don't want to be bothered, all that stuff, like I don't know.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know, it was just, and like the way it like funneled, man, like everybody had to funnel from the hotel into the bar, and then from the bar to the patio, and that's where we usually were. We're like on the patio, but like I don't know, just something. It was just and then it had like that like it was like that Hispanic chick convention. I don't think that was the official name for it, but that's what it was.
It sounds official.
Wasn't it like a cosmetology?
Maybe, but it was like all like very attractive Hispanic women. That was a beautiful thing as well. I kept getting Balar to take a lap with me around, and so I have a peek. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was beautiful. That's the hands down the best time. But yeah, hang out with us. Are you going? I wonder if he's going to TFCon this year in Chicago. Brendan. And he was in Baltimore. I feel bad because I could have linked up with him in Baltimore, but I didn't get the opportunity. Oh well, next year. What about you? Anybody else want to chime in?
My best experience was getting on Shattercast. that was my best experience. Getting on Shatteredcast, really becoming part. I felt like I was becoming part of the community. You know.
Nice. I'm with you there, Robert.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, man, Lenny. When Lenny called me, I'll never forget that shit either. Because he was happy to be on Shattercast, and he called me, and I was at a concert, and I was like,
"What concert were you at?"
I can't remember whether it was. I think it was Florence.
Yeah, it was Florence and the Machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of that feminist.
The dog days are over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He like because I said like I hit him up and I was like, hey, can I tell you something? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, it's good news. And like I could see his like little face like in the Facebook Messenger like drop right down to the next one.
I just kept it open.
And I was like,
come on. And then you waited for like 3 Florence and the Machine songs to play, and then you got back to me.
And I was like, and he like face dropped down like boop. I was like, good boop, news boop, is boop. And then I was like, oh boop, shit boop. You're following every word. And then I was like, and then I said, welcome to Shatteredcast, and he fucking called me on the Facebook Messenger and was like, dude, fucking awesome. Yep. Yeah, that was a good feeling.
It was a good feeling.
Second to that, though, really quick, I loved walking the floor with Matt at TFCon and looking at toys. That was a blast. Then we went to the parts party, and we saw a tranny stealing parts. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you got your daughter a shirt too, didn't you?
I can't remember.
We went by Ripped Apparel, I think that was there or something, and you bought quite a few. You bought a couple things, I think.
Yeah, we had a fun time. It was a blast sitting on the floor. Me and Matt had floor time. We made out. It was fun. And also, when we first got to the hotel, I met Oscar there, and then Justin came with Adele, and I got Oscar Bedell. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, get it
Did I
right.
say Medell? I'm sorry. No, but I got Oscar fucking wrecked, and it was like early afternoon, and I was just making him drink whiskey with me, and he was so hammered. And then Justin showed up, and he was like, "Oh shit, Justin. This fucking guy got me so drunk." And that's how he meets Justin and his wife, just sloppy. It was a blast.
And Robert, when you helped me out with that video at TFCon,
yeah, that was fun.
And there was that one guy, and you were like, he hates you.
The kid. Oh no, that guy. He was like, ah!
There was like, I mean, yeah.
Robert, I'm sorry. One more time, Robert. Did you take that picture of me holding the Matrix?
No, that was
you got that guy behind me.
That was Chicago. I wasn't there.
Was that Chicago? Okay. I thought somebody took the picture, and then there's a guy behind me. He's like,
yeah, that was soon. Yeah, that was Oscar that did that.
Oh, okay. No. Oscar wasn't in Chicago.
No, he did.
Oh, he did the main.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I think Greg might have took the picture then.
Yeah, I think it was Greg.
He may have.
Okay.
That was a good time too. Like that first night, that Friday night, having dinner with Fear Corps and all that shit. Like that shit was a good time at Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, is Fear Corps? Is Fear Corps going to be?
I don't know. I'll tweet at him. I'll tweet at him now. I'll tweet at him right now while we're live on the show.
Just tweet.
Does he still listen?
Hey, Greg.
No, I was thinking about dinner that night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was with Kuma.
TJ came up to me. Hey, Matt. Crunch. Oh, man. That dude can give a handshake from like nobody can. Jesus. It hurt.
Yeah, you shouldn't shake someone's hand like and crush their fucking hand. It's like it's obvious that you're doing that on purpose. Honestly.
Well, no, the weird part was that he out of all the people on Sharecast, he went to me. Like I was the least noticeable.
Yeah, that
one.
was the funny bit about it. Like
he could have went to Bobby, and Greg. He knew Greg, and all that stuff, and Justin, from the reviews and stuff. But he
and
went
he
to
sunned the
me.
shit out of all of us. I was like, "What's up, Matt?"
I know. I'm just like, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, that's just weird, but it was cool. Me and TJ, I saw him last year too. He's a busy man. Busy man.
Yeah, he's always working.
So
I think that does. Unless anybody else
wrap it up.
Actually, Skullfest was good last year too. I think when Greg showed up and had the Skullface or bust sign, which I still have in my basement. It was like a good moment.
Yes,
awesome.
Skullfest was a blast. It's going to be a blast this year too. I hope.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit worried about the people.
Hey,
Why?
if you're a vegetarian, Skullfest is a good place to be.
Get the fuck out of here. No,
see, Greg, I'm gonna miss you, man. Like we didn't need burgers. You brought Stoli. I mean, that's all we needed. Fuck.
No, I'm just.
Why are you worried?
I think I might have. I don't know. I think we might be like pushing the capacity, like the space capacity.
How many people coming?
Assholes and elbows.
I don't know. Like, see, I always factor in that like a few people are not going to back out last minute. That's just the way people are.
Like Mickey.
Actually, dude, Mickey's making it, man. Like, which is fucking me up, but he's making it.
No, he isn't.
But like this year has been like the opposite. I obviously had a few backouts, but this year it's been the opposite for the most part. Like I've had people hit me up like in the last couple of days that I haven't heard from, for a long time, and then they're like, hey man, see you Saturday. I'm like, oh shit. let me give a new head count to
Get them burgers.
Yeah, I know. I gotta reassess. The food. I was like, holy shit, it's gonna be. But it'll be a good time. It'll be fine. People just gonna get.
I got dibs on the Skull Cave couch.
Yeah, I think there's multiple couches, and I advise everybody bring a sleeping bag or air mattress or whatever you want to do.
I'm getting all the couches. I'm gonna put them together and lay on it like a pig.
To make one bed for yourself, you selfish prick. Yeah. All right.
How many people are going? Wait, how many people are going?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the list. I think it's going to be somewhere between 30 and 40.
How many came last year?
But I don't think everybody's going to, not everybody's staying all night, I think last year was between 20 and 30 at its max.
Oh, man. I think if people are going to expect to crash, you're going to have people coming with.
And that's fine. I got a whole empty room that people can just, lay out or whatever.
Man, it's gonna smell like assholes and burgers there.
And I have 2 showers for everybody the next morning.
Yeah.
Bring your own towel, fuckers. It's not a hotel.
Nobody's allowed to wash their dick.
It's not a hotel. Bring your soap and your deodorant.
Yeah, bring your shit. Pack your bag. Have your mom pack your bag.
All right. I think in honor of Robert only coming on for the last 5 minutes, you can take us out of here.
Should I say what you say? This thing that I say.
Yeah, do all the things.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. And if it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities,
wait! You forgot all the shout-outs.
Yeah, you got to do the shout-outs, man.
All right, shout-outs.
Is he
Shardouts. That was my bad Australian accent. Shardouts to the Cool Table Network, which I'm really digging. We're actually, I'm driving to Skullfest. I'm not driving. I'm finally getting a ride because I'm like the family fucking chauffeur, and I'm getting a ride. Tyler and Dust Mites are picking me up in Brooklyn, and we are driving to Skullfest Saturday morning. And
that's like a trifecta in one car.
That's gonna look like a Cheech and Chong van driving down the highway.
All the vape.
Vape clouds.
Oh man, yeah. So we're thinking about doing like a little recording, a road trip, cool table recording, and between ROC, Doi Detox, and Shatteredcast.
Nice.
That'd be fun. So shout out to the Cool Table Network, ROC, Doi Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Beer and Bolters, whatever that is, the blank of the blank, Nerd Rage Radio,
blank.
Third Party Unlimited. At Real the Robot, at Fear Corpse. Where the fuck are you, Fear Corpse, man?
Fear Corpse still retweets everything that we fucking do, man. Fear Corpse is still in the corner. Not the corner, but our corner.
I wish I was going to TFCon. I mean, I'm gonna miss his wiki.
You still can go.
I know. If I go, my fucking family's gonna follow me, and it's like it's just too much. I'd rather just go by myself or not go. It's too much, honestly, it's just too much. I am Ratchet, third-party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys podcast. I already said the other part, so you can go ahead and tell me too.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.